We live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Open Field. I'm here with Hellfire Manny, F. Dot, and the other half of the Headache Gang. Shout out to the CTE boys, my dog Bama. We know we're gonna throw that link in the chat on Open Field. So if you want to come into the gauntlet, the time is like no other. We are getting into the NFL Go debate. If you have been watching any of the press box episodes over the last few days, this debate kind of been going crazier than we thought. Definitely got heated. So that's definitely going to be one of the topics. So if you're on the Brady side, the Mahomes side, or you even think neither of them is the goal, you got somebody else.
Justin
Bring that
Herbert.
smoke. Yeah, you think Justin Herbert the goal? You feel me? Justin Herbert might be the new Paul George, you know?
Nah. For real, J-Roll, I get real nasty. Hey, J-Roll, I could get real nasty. The GOAT down there in Houston.
Man, Stroud.
The GOAT down there cooking in Houston right now. Look like it.
Barbecue.
He cooking some brisket down there in Houston right now.
Good barbecue. So before we get into that, fellas, what was y'all thoughts? What was y'all thoughts on the conference games? Get into y'all bags. Let me hear what y'all got, bro. Get into y'all bags. Whoever want to set the tone.
What game we starting off with first?
Whatever you want. We could any reaction. We just gonna go to the conference championships. Yeah, we already know the results. We see what happened. It's been a few days. Whatever you want to go.
I think Brock Purdy proved he's not a game manager. I heard my dog was a merchant of CMC and Devo and Ayuk and Kittle. I heard he's a product of the system. Kyle Shanahan was 0-30 what?
Now that was crazy though. That was crazy record. Now it was like one. No, it was like one.
No, the one's because of Brock.
Yeah, so what it was like?
Versus the
was they down against? They was down against the Packers too, right? So they 2 now. So it's 2.
So Brock is 2-0 with 2 comebacks.
Yeah.
And he did what somebody else should have did, but we'll get it later. He actually used his legs, but people were surprised that he used his legs on third down to keep them alive, to keep driving down the field. So I just wanted to say that Brock Purdy proved that he is not a game manager, that he's far from that.
Thoughts, fellas?
I'm gonna go into the 49ers game too, since we starting with that. Brock Purdy definitely surprised me, bro. He definitely did what he was supposed to do. Great job with him. The Lions sold. I just don't get it. Reynolds, what's his name? Reynolds. He dropped 2. I don't get that. Bro.
Hey man,
I don't get it. But it was a good game.
Nah, I don't think Dan Campbell sold though. Like you sound kind of light on Dan Campbell, F. You sound like it's all right.
No. Campbell sold too.
Oh my God,
Campbell sold too. He should have kicked the field goal, got those points that they needed. But honestly, like I kind of feel him because it's like that's his play style, that's his coaching style. Like he a gambler. Like he go for that. He go for the win, bro. And I respect that in kind of a way. I know it's the playoffs, so it's like you have to move a little bit smarter than that. But I mean, he caught up great plays and they didn't execute. I think that's me.
I feel that.
it's like how many centuries they made that a conference championship game, the Detroit Lions. Like how many fucking decades it took to get there, and it must be rough though. Like having lead for like a damn 2 quarter and losing, like started gooning around in second half. Hey man.
I understand, bro. I feel that. All right, come on. Let's just get to it. Let's just get back to. I don't even mean to laugh, but like,
bro, what was that? Bro,
I cried. Word to everything I love. I cried.
Nah, on my mama, I tried too. I was like, nah, it's not even about that. I just know we're not going to be able to understand.
That's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna
lie. Like, and it made it worse.
It sucked because he wanted to say something.
Why did you turn your camera off?
I'm sorry, bro.
Because I was gonna wheeze, bro. I was gonna wheeze.
I ain't want him to see me laughing, bro. It was crazy, bro. I was dying.
I didn't laugh, bro. Shout out you,
hold
bro.
on, my bad. Shout out to you, Killer, for sure. Definitely feel you. Just your mic was a little messed up, so we couldn't have you up here, bro. No problem. Michael, what's shaking, bro? Yo, Jay, look at Jalen. Look at Jalen. Oh my God. Yo, Michael, go ahead, Michael. And of course, Bama missed it. Bama misses it. Oh,
wait, give me like 2 minutes. I'm just trying to connect my headphones. Hold on.
What nastiness was said when I went to the bathroom?
Somebody just came up and he just, I don't know, his accent was just kind of thick, but like a little too thick, and then like his mic was really bad, so we really couldn't understand what he was saying, to be honest. I just want you to say we meant no disrespect if anybody felt offended by that, because I swear to God, like if we could just, it was the microphone and we just couldn't hear him. You feel me? So that was
my fault. I apologize, y'all, for real. No disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect.
It was random, bro. I'm sorry.
No disrespect. All right, back to the games, fellas. Back to the game. So thoughts on, so what we was talking about last, and anybody kind of pick up the baton here. Thoughts on the outcome of the 49ers and the Lions game. Obviously, Manny opened it up by saying he believes Brock Purdy has completely dispelled the game manager rumors. Johnny, as the resident 49ers fan, how are you feeling about all of this? And do you believe or agree with Manny's sentiment about Brock Purdy?
I second whatever he said. As you can see, my voice is pretty messed up. I was actually at the game. So that was pretty. And I don't know what, because I don't think he's dispelled the phrase or the saying that he's not a game manager. He is I know what he is. He's still a game manager. He's pretty good at it, but being able to do that is not an easy thing to do. We've had 3 quarterbacks now in the past 3 years. Lance couldn't do it. Garoppolo couldn't do it, but he's actually the one who's actually able to take us to a Super Bowl. Even though yes, Garoppolo did it, but we all know what happened when he threw it to Emmanuel Sanders. But still, the fact we came back shows at least we could at least win grimy, or if we have to claw ourselves out of it, which is pretty good since we haven't done that all season. But I feel like it's more in the incompetence of Campbell more than anything else for not going for those 2 field goals.
Any thoughts, Michael? You still fixing your mic, or you?
No, yeah, I'm good. What's up, guys? By the way,
what's up, bro?
For everyone.
What's up, brother?
But I think I don't want to, because when we put the game manager title on players, it's like it becomes a bad thing. But I don't think he lifted the things about him not being like a game manager to me. Like you still played the role of a game manager in that game. The one thing that I'll say to Brock Purdy is, wait, what?
You ain't telling me Brock Purdy ain't made like crazy throws in that game? Like he wouldn't do some like scrambling out the pocket, fourth down, third down, check down, come here. Oh yeah, you can over the top.
Bro,
Brock Purdy is making plays that like quarterbacks that only elite quarterbacks do. He made plays that only elite quarterbacks. He made plays that only elite quarterbacks do. I'm sorry.
I will say this.
You what's the reason he rising in the fourth?
Hey, J-Rob, I do want to say this.
You are out of your mind, Manny. I'm sorry, but you're absolutely out of your mind, bro. Like, what do you want?
Okay. You do what Dak couldn't. It's okay, bro. It's okay. It's okay, my
now you gotta be petty, and now you gotta bring up Dak Prescott when no one talks about Dak Prescott. Like that's what I'm saying. You being petty. And Brock Purdy, this is again the problem, Manny, is that I told you Brock Purdy played well. But when you come up in here and tell me he's something that he's not,
he's not,
bro. Christian McCaffrey was the main reason why you were in that game in the first half. Without Christian McCaffrey, that game is over. it's over. Brock Purdy, he forced multiple throws that he didn't have to force. And my biggest criticism to Brock Purdy isn't the fact that, he plays like a game man. That's not the problem. The problem is that if he wasn't a game manager, bro, I don't know. To me, it doesn't scream like anything more or anything less than game manager to me. Like, what do you want from this man? You want
exactly. What do you want from this man? What else do you want from this man?
Hey, Michael, I think that's kind of crazy, bro. He made some plays, man, that was not game manager like, bro.
That's not. I'm telling you, bro.
That's the thing.
And he's not a game manager, bro. But he made plays to where he won the game, bro. In that fourth quarter, for sure.
But bro, he didn't. But bro, what's the difference between Brock Purdy and like Jared Goff in this game? Like, what was the difference between their level of play? There wasn't that much of a difference.
It was a big difference.
It's a big difference because first off, I gotta say this. I want to come back because I was on the Brock Purdy game manager train, and I gotta walk it back.
Thank you.
Maybe he might not be like Patrick Mahomes elite, but I will start telling the audience this. We need to just stop searching for somebody that's just going to be on that level and accept Patrick Mahomes as Patrick Mahomes and all of these other guys where they tier at, they finding a way for themselves to win for their team. So far as what Brock Purdy is, he's a way more of an upgrade than Jimmy G. He might not be the guy, pass for 500 yards, 50 attempts, all of that. But what he does, I agree with F. He has some elite moments in there, bro. For instance, in the playoff game before this past one, when the tight end was supposed to motion, he made him stop because he knew that the play still was going to work the same way. Also, you talk about this, Michael. You say Christian McCaffrey kept them in the game with crucial rushes and stuff, but I will say this. It was up to Brock Purdy to play the chess game to put them in favorable positions where they can run the ball, where they're ahead of the sticks in favorable position to run the ball. He knows how to call the certain plays that Christian McCaffrey likes when he checks to the audibles to get Christian the ball, just knowing where to go with the ball. Brandon Ayuk, Debo, y'all call him a Debo merchant, but I started realizing, can you really criticize this guy for knowing how to work his weapons? If I got a Debo and all I got to do is go pitch passes to him, why should I go out there and try to do something extravagant when I understand how my team works? You see what I'm saying?
That's how football is nowadays.
Okay.
They want the quarterback to play pretty, bro. They don't like
Yeah, and I get it. But at the end of the day, the guy that I am, I want somebody to go out there and win. And Brady didn't always.
I agree.
Bro.
Brady didn't always.
That's the thing. Like Brock Purdy, he proved that he could do the simple stuff.
And I just want to end it with this, Manny. The reason why I had to change my tune on Brock Purdy, that whole playoff run from Joe Burrow.
That's what I said. I was just going to say that.
He did not light it up like that, but J-Rob, he had some crucial moments to where he picked up first downs. He got those sticks moves. He either got a field goal or he got a touchdown to where he needed to get it.
Can I respond, please? Please, let me respond because, I'm not saying that Brock Purdy didn't play well in that game, especially in the second half, but you can't tell me that he did. Bro, I'm not trying to slander the man when I say that he's a game manager. That's what he is. Why are we trying to make?
But you have a negative connotation with it. You have a negative.
Yes, which is why
I don't care about the negative connotation. No, because Hellfire is going to sit there.
Is being talked about today.
Because Hellfire, you're interrupting me.
Bama just made a great point, bro. Because the comeback that we gassed up by Brady against the Falcons. You know how many receptions James White had? He literally broke the record for receptions by a running back, bro. Like, you don't always have to throw the ball down the field, make the pretty pass, scramble out.
Dude, I get
you don't always have to be Patrick Mahomes, bro. You got to get shit done.
Bro. I get it. Proved that he could do. That's why people are sick,
I get that.
Listen,
Go
ahead, Bama. I'm with you. Listen, y'all know how I feel when it comes to quarterbacks. I'm standing on it, and honestly, everybody who doesn't believe winning is not a quarterback stat. Look how y'all talk about every quarterback that has lost so far in the playoffs. Dak, Lamar, Allen. Y'all care about wins and losses more than anything. And I do too, because I think at the end of the day, we measure quarterbacks, obviously what they do in the regular season to prove that they're good, but also what they do in the moment matters the most. And Brock Purdy, 100%, he threw a prayer to Brandon Ayuk, and sometimes a prayer is what you need to get it going. I'm not going to act like miracles don't happen in football because I've seen them all the time. Bama's Crimson Tide won on a bit of a miracle against Auburn. Definitely had a play drawn up, but it happens sometimes. And so that comes with playing football. Brock Purdy still had to go out there and finish the game. And those key scrambles, that showed up to me a lot of toughness, a lot of moxie, a lot of the ability to just make a decision in a moment, not take forever.
Yeah.
And so sometimes, like, listen, do I have some reservations about Brock Purdy? I still do, because I wonder what Brock Purdy going to be when he get that $50 million.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Because when you
get that bag, that is really what it means. What type of quarterback are you? Because you're not going to be able to have the abundance of weapons. You're not going to be able to pay all the guys that he has. He's going to have some young players that are going to have to step up for him. A lot like what Patrick Mahomes is doing right now with the Chiefs. So with that being said, I'm definitely higher on Brock Purdy as of today than I've been since he's come into the league. Like, he showed me enough that he'd go out there and win games. Now, again, I'm worried about the arm strength because I've seen the limitations in Tua Tagovailoa. He's definitely more athletic than Tua, can run better than Tua. You know what I'm saying? So I think there are.
Somebody else. He better than Tua.
You ain't gotta.
I didn't know, but bro, that means something. That's how I really feel. I do think Tua's biggest thing against him is that he's not very athletic and he can't throw downfield. Brock Purdy, at least what I've seen, I don't think Brock Purdy's like one of these sneaky or low-key athletes. I think he's a decent athlete on the move.
Yeah.
And he got to be at the size he is. So I see a lot of good traits out of Brock Purdy because I know I've talked about it before. I don't always get lost in just arm talent, because at the end of the day, arm talent don't matter if the scoreboard don't correlate.
You gotta do it on the field.
Yeah, you got to make plays. So if he brought his team down to the 2-yard line or the 5-yard line, and then you got to hand it off to McCaffrey, I'm not blaming him for that because he still had to put a drive together, regardless how he got there. So, I gotta tip my hat off to Brock Purdy. He played great when his team needed him to, and I definitely got him. He's definitely above average. He's definitely above average. I don't know if he's elite. I don't know if he's elite yet.
Michael, what's up?
I'm still.
We all know he's above average.
I
just kind of want to. Not clarify, because I'm not going to sit here and take back what I said, but I just want to sit here and, again, not coming from the standpoint of the fact that Brock Purdy is still like a bum or this and that. That's not what I'm saying here, because you have to give the man flowers when he shows up, especially 2 games in a row in the clutch like that. But my point is to what J. Rob is saying, right? When you put top 5 monikers on people that haven't necessarily proved it yet, and that's when I'm talking about like the game manager, and when I'm talking about it from that standpoint, when we look at it as top 5 quarterback, because as J. Rob said, when that contract goes up and now he's not making $300,000, and you're gonna have to pay him 25, 30, 35, even 40 million, because now you put this top 5 moniker on him. Like, what happens next? Like will he?
But no one's putting Purdy in that top 5.
Nobody put Purdy top 5.
No one puts Purdy in that top 5.
Legitimately puts him top 5.
You can't
Can I say this?
Bro, no one puts Purdy in that. Top 5. But he's a good quarterback. Like, honestly, to be honest, like the Purdy, I was all
not no game manager. Michael,
I didn't think he was able to make the play.
Wait, hold on, can I say this? Manny, that's not supposed to be.
Hold
on. Sorry.
Yeah,
can I say this?
But he.
Wait, hold on, Manny. Hold on, Manny. But the thing is, I think we're confusing the whole game manager thing and game changer thing. Like, Brock Purdy is still a game manager, but he's not. But the thing is, just because they're making plays outside the pocket doesn't make you not a game manager, because we all know the quarterbacks have evolved now. Like, every quarterback, you have to be able to move and this, that. Brock, you can still be top 5, top 10 quarterback as an elite game manager. There's nothing wrong with that, because the reason why Brock Purdy plays at his own pace, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that in a negative connotation. I'm not saying he can't make plays outside, but majority of the time he's playing outside. He let his playmakers rock. Playing at his own pace, playing within the system. There's nothing wrong with that, and he is making plays out script, showing his clutch and his ability. So there's nothing wrong with the whole game manager connotation, because like when you look at Mahomes as a game changer, because he has a game changer ability, his arm strength, like not just he's the best quarterback in the world, but anytime he can kill you deep down the field, that's a game changing ability. Lamar Jackson, his legs, he has game changing ability
So that's the thing. Brock Purdy doesn't have like this extraordinary game, and you don't need to have that game changing ability to win a Super Bowl, to win this, win that. Like as J. Rob said, and Bama guy said, like the intangibles. And you could be a probably if Brock Purdy can see, like even with, like we're gonna have a discussion later with Brady. Like Brady, his game changing ability was probably his mind, the way he just set the defense. And maybe Brock Purdy can show. I mean, Brock Purdy can show his mind, the way he reads the defense, dissect the defense, or the elite level accuracy. Because I feel like there's different variations. I think Brock Purdy can break that mold, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You could be the best level of a game manager. Like I'm trying to think of a quarterback, like Matt Ryan.
Brady was a game
like Matt Ryan. Like I'm gonna use Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, when he won his MVP, I think he was a game manager type style of quarterback than more of a game changer. And I'm a Falcons fan. I would never consider like none of what my fault. I don't think I don't think would anyone consider Matt Ryan a top 5 talent in the league when he won his MVP. No. Or like game changer. No, that's what I mean. And that's what I mean. So that's all I'm saying. Brock Purdy is like I think Brock Purdy is like can be like at that high level. I think like I said, I think he's like that type of quarterback, and there's nothing wrong with it. And he can still be top 5. He can still be better than these quarterbacks more talented than him. That's it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's
I got a question.
Wait, real quick. I just want to add one more thing. Then I got you. I don't want to sit here and take your time, but I just want to say, like, I always considered Brock Purdy to be around that top 10 to 12 range. So when I talk about him from the standpoint, I'm not talking about him from the standpoint of like, oh, he's a game manager. He's only top 13. Dude, I have Brock Purdy at top 10, and I said week 8, week 9, if the weapons that they have around them are working, that they would have a chance to win. The only thing that I will say that I was wrong about is the fact that Brock Purdy came back in both games. He led you back. So he gets all the credit in the world for that too, specifically.
I got a question. Like before I got up here, were people trying to say like Purdy's top 5 because of these 2 wins?
No, it's just like early specifically. We've been having those conversations because early's been propping up Brock Purdy.
I'm just making like because I think Purdy's like a top 15 quarterback. So he's at a top 10 season this year, especially with everyone not being healthy. But I think when everyone's healthy, like he's still not a top 10 guy in my opinion. But I do think he's better than what I thought he was before, and he's showing that right now.
Let him win the Super Bowl.
If he, but me, I'm kind of like Trent and those guys. Like it takes a team to win, not just a quarterback. Like
That's
what
I'm
saying too. If he bugs out for sure, we can still give him his flowers. He might start to creep his way into that 10. But to me, like he hasn't done enough within his career. I still see some flaws in his game, especially when he's reading blitzes and when he's getting pressured. He's made some plays under pressure.
Let me ask y'all a question, though.
But I can't forget.
I want to ask you a serious question.
Hold on, Manny. Because we can't forget about those other games that we've seen throughout the year, like the Ravens games, the 3-game stretch with the Browns, the Bengals, and the Vikings. We can't forget about that stuff. These 2 playoff wins definitely, help fix those things and show us he can become a better player with time. But I don't think we could launch him in the top 10 because he's in the Super Bowl now. I don't think we can do that.
And for me, I think I was most impressed with yesterday from Brock Purdy out of any game he's played.
But I got a question.
Yesterday was really
Let me ask this question.
Or not yesterday, Sunday.
I got a question. So, where'd you have Joe Burrow after he went to the Super Bowl?
Joe Burrow.
Why is it different? Why is it different? I want to know why is it different.
I'll tell you why it's different. First of all,
because Joe Burrow's elite. I want to know, but Brock Purdy's. If you look at it like whole wise,
no,
I'm not putting him in the conversation. But by your logic, he can't be top 10, but because of these first 2, Joe Burrow did it after his first 2 years.
I didn't say it was just because he just got in the league. I'm saying because we still seen other times where he showed major flaws, and just because he's had some games,
I see my players do that.
When did Joe Burrow have a 3-game stretch throughout that 2021 season where he played like Purdy? When did he have a game like versus the Ravens?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Man,
he played the first 1 game. He threw 7 picks in the first 3 games. What are you talking about?
Nigga, he had where did he throw?
When they lost, when he threw 4 versus the Steelers the first game of the season. What are you talking about?
Okay, bro, you're bringing up 1 game anecdotal, and
on top of that,
let's not do more than Brock Purdy was that season, bro. So what are you talking about?
He's also
what are you chatting about?
He had one of the worst O-lines in the league. He didn't have that good of a defense. He had a rookie Jamar Chase,
Nah, his defense was
who
good.
was still great, but that's a rookie at the end of the day.
But I'm just
He had
saying
a
because y'all
T
saying
Higgins
he
who we
going to the
didn't
Super
believe in T
Bowl.
Higgins
wasn't
yet, bro.
like, dude, you could say it was comparable
was
on the
floor
defense, but
raising
you're not
way
going to
more
tell
than
me the
Purdy
defense was
bro.
better, though. You're not just going to tell me it's definitively better that season, though, man.
You think the
I don't
Bengals? Do you
agree.
think the 49ers defense this year is like really really good?
better than
I don't
Bengals.
think it's
It's
like
okay.
elite like people
It's
said,
okay.
Manny, but I don't.
Bengals.
It's
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 better
okay.
than Bengals.
No, I don't know
Manny,
about that. I don't know. It's
Manny,
like
I
it's
think
on par.
Manny, you're tripping.
But
Manny, I
playoffs,
think
you're
playoff
tripping.
wise, playoff wise is on par.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Playoff
he's
wise is on par.
disingenuous to
Playoff
say
wise
that
is
the
on
Bengals
par.
had a
Playoff wise is
better.
on par.
Oh, here comes early.
Might be
I
on
just want to
par.
say,
Playoff
I'm
wise
not
is on
here to hate on
par.
Brock today, man. I want to be on your side with Brock today, bro.
Oh, you don't want no smoke
Hold on.
behind me. It's not like I want no smoke. That's a nice way to say I don't want no smoke.
If you think Brock Purdy top 5, you
Smoke. I'll be. If
Nah,
you
he
want to
not
go
top
swing on
5,
me
but
and
he
talk about
definitely top 10 though.
top 5, I'll
He
argue.
definitely
He's
top
top
10
10
though.
now when everyone's healthy. I
Top
think he had a
12.
top 10 year. He was top 10 this year.
He better than Jalen. All right, let me ask you a question. When Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl, where you have him?
I'm an Eagles
Well,
fan.
who was
Hey,
the Super
I'm
Bowl?
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
You had him top 10, right? You had
Mhm.
him top 10, right?
Season
He
last
showed
year
you. He
was
ain't showed me nothing besides that 1 year, and you had him top 10. Am I
Well,
But
right?
he
who-
did.
you
Hold
know,
on, hold on,
Which
hold
year
on,
was
hold
better?
on, hold on.
Give
Nah,
us
nah.
better years.
Jalen, that season was way better than Purdy.
But you gotta also give Jalen Hurts some credit
Give
this
him his
season though,
credit.
because
Thank
they
you.
still had 11 game
Mhm.
win, 11 win season. We could say a lot of
They
them
started off
games
10-1.
he clutched up for him. So I'm
Touchdowns
not.
in the league too, J-Rob. Second most touchdowns
and
in
now
the
that
league
They
too.
now
started
that
off
the
Jalen
year,
Hurts
10-1.
in year 2. Jalen Hurts in year 1.
but hold on, but Jalen Hurts in the year before that made the playoffs.
I think the one thing about the Super Bowl that's good for Brock Purdy is you have everything to gain from it, because you know
Yeah.
Right.
how people measure the Super Bowl. Like, let's be honest, even though Jalen Hurts lost,
He
bro, I
played the best.
don't think anybody would
bugged
really
out.
be able, I don't think anybody could definitively be like, yeah, it is Jalen Hurts' fault that they lost the game. Like, most people are looking at all the other
Well, he
things.
did fumble that ball. He
But that
did
fumble,
fumble.
you'll look at the
He
fumble.
fumbled.
You'll
But
look
that
at
was but that's
One
super
play,
early.
that
But
one
that's super
play.
early in
what
the
I'm
game
saying.
though.
That's what
Fumble,
cost him.
but still, that extra possession, because they was rolling.
That cost him.
you have
That cost us.
Mahomes has shown you got to be perfect. You got to be perfect to beat him. So
Yeah,
that
we've seen
fumble
that.
could be the one play of the game, but outside of that play, nobody will be like, yeah, Jalen Hurts played bad.
Or
I feel
Joe
like-
Burrow or Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I guess they must be perfect.
And Manny, to be honest, Manny, with the Jalen Hurts thing,
I mean, hey, Joe Burrow
like, if you
balled
want to
in
give me
that
pushback
game,
on
they beat
Jalen Hurts
you.
not being top 10 after last
Nah, he
year,
was cooking.
I
He was
honestly
cooking.
wouldn't argue with you. But I think the season that he showed him progressing as a passer last year, and then him also be one of the best running quarterbacks in the league. Like, he was the MVP if he didn't get hurt, bro. He was the MVP of the league, bro.
But I think we also forget.
What's my man
and I
name
don't know
talking? What's your
shit.
name with the hoodie, bro? I don't know. What's your name?
Ooze. Call me Ooze.
Ooze. Okay. So Ooze, are you a stat watcher or are you a game watcher?
I'm a game
No. Dude, what
only
you're gonna
stat I
ask
brought
me
up
is a
was the
stat
total
watcher,
touchdowns.
game watcher?
Because there's
bro?
no
Like,
way
how
you're
are
gonna
you
tell
gonna
me
say
that Jalen Hurts beat Buffalo.
Wait, can I say? What
did Brock
thing
Purdy
is,
do
Jalen Hurts was
to
good.
clear
Jalen Hurts was good last year.
against
the year
Jalen
before
Hurts
that.
last
He was
season,
great
bro?
last year when we went to the Super Bowl. What are y'all talking
Yeah,
about?
what was
He was good
what
the whole
was that
season.
much? Is there that much of a difference between the levels of plays between Jalen Hurts last year and Brock Purdy this year? You want to say stat watch and stat pad? The only thing that you guys can bring up to say that his level of play was close
Here's
to
where I get nasty.
passer rating and the
Here's
passing
where I get
touchdown
nasty.
is that
Where was
every
Jalen Hurts
Brock Purdy
drafted?
fan uses those two
Let's
stats.
go.
Where was
Who
Jalen?
cares
Where
about
I
that?
get nasty? Where
Stop
was
bringing up
Jalen Hurts
narratives early.
drafted?
The second round to the Eagles.
Because Mr. Irrelevant.
No. Can I say something? We have to stop doing that. We have to stop doing that, because this is my only issue. If you're going to compare players to the top or the elite players in the NFL, you can't also tax them or bail them out because of where they got
GM's
drafted.
fault.
Come on. I can't always
If you
be
saying
hearing
my
that.
second round pick plays good, just as good, or my irrelevant pick plays just as good as my second round pick, that's a conversation to have, man.
No. But early.
My $60 million quarterback is playing as much as my $1 million quarterback.
Well, hold on. Here's why it's nasty. Here's why.
Or like 400,000, man.
Wait, time out.
But again, that's still my point. If you're comparing him to a top dog, you can't give him extra because of where he got drafted. Like, that don't make sense to me, because you're giving him top level standards, but you're giving him a soft landing.
It's like Dev
Yeah,
J-Rob. Y'all know. Y'all know
y'all giving him
basketball.
a
It's
soft
like
landing, like, oh, if he don't play well, remember he was still Mr. Irrelevant. Like,
No, it's not.
don't
If
give
you
him,
don't
don't give
play
him a, don't give him a
Yeah,
soft
it's
landing because
disingenuous.
Okay, but
Yeah, it's kinda like-
Here's the thing.
because early
I
it's like
watched the Purdy get hurt last year, and everybody just swore they would have won regardless. And I'm just being honest with you. I've had this conversation. I just posted on TikTok and on Instagram, right? Where me and Mike went at it, and Mike said that Purdy ain't did nothing in the playoffs, and I said Purdy got hurt last year because he said in Tom Brady's first year he won Super Bowl. Well, technically, this is Purdy first year for real, his first full year, and where he at? The Super
Yo, early.
But hold on. But hold on, Michael.
And you
really
can't
quick.
tell me these
You
last
got it,
couple
Michael.
games he didn't win.
Quick, Dev. I'm gonna let you. As much as I disagree with you
Coming
on a
from
lot you say
behind,
about Brock,
running, clutch.
I will concede that if Brock Purdy is in that game for the full game and doesn't get hurt, that game is a completely different game. I will agree with you on that. And Dev, you go now. That's all I had.
But
No, I think both y'all are. I think both y'all have merit. Michael, I think both y'all being merit have nasty. Only thing I disagree with you early because like we see like other positions like Puka, he has an argument to be a rookie of the year, even though he's not gonna win it. And he's a 5th round pick. We've seen other like the greatest tight end all time, Gronk, was like a 4th, 3rd rounder.
Dad, what is the most important position on the field?
That's the only thing. Quarterback, but still, like it's
Ain't
still
no
we've seen
but
other
still,
quarterbacks.
It's a team game though.
No,
Early.
I know, but still,
Ain't no but still. What
No, but I still only thing
Purdy?
that
Y'all said
No.
Purdy was the guy who
early.
He don't come from behind. He always up. He only win when he up. He
No,
done showed you twice
I'm
from
with you.
behind
No, I'm
him
with
here.
you.
What you want
No,
from
I'm
him?
with you.
Early, you
No, I'm giving you the praise.
How
Early,
Purdy
you thought
act
he
in
was
the
in
clutch?
seventh.
How
No,
Purdy
my
act when
only
times get tough?
Thing
What
to
you
hype
want
him
from
up.
him?
It's like me bringing up.
Yeah,
the
that's the only
fact
thing
that-
I'm at.
Hold on, let me compare these two real quick. Cause some of y'all know basketball. That's like me trying to say LeBron James is a top 3 player currently in the NBA or the best player in the league right now because what he's doing in year 21. Like you're just using an age or a certain place like where he's selected in the draft to gas him up. Talk about his ability. Talk about what he's doing on the field, not the fucking narrative.
But you can make a case. You can make a case. You can make a case though. You can make a case. You can make a case though.
Who said that? Uzi?
Yeah,
That
Uzi
as
said
a
that.
39-year-old, I'm giving you the same thing.
Ooze, noted.
No,
but just as good as Jason
Taking
Tatum
notes,
at
Ooze.
39.
That was nice. I
No,
like that.
but here's another issue early. You can't. But here's the other
They
issue
ain't
early.
cook nothing. They just go against us.
But here's the other issue. But here's the other issue.
A little bit.
And I'm not accusing. And early, you never did this, so you never did this early. So I'm not accusing you. This for other fans that do this. Like say, I'm gonna add to that LeBron James take. It's like this. Like when you hype them up now, and when they're performing bad, you can't say, "Oh, he was only a 7th round pick." You can't have it both ways, in my opinion. Same thing with LeBron James. Like you can't be saying like, "Oh, LeBron James, he's 39. What are you expecting to do at this, that?" Or like Brock Purdy, he's a 7th round pick. What are you expecting to do this, that? No, you can't have it both ways. Like,
But here's the thing, though.
At that level. Like I feel like you should judge him. Like you got it because I feel like you should judge him based off how he's playing. So like Brock Purdy's playing like a top 10 level player, and judge him based off that level, in my opinion. And you do that early, and you have to do that. And you're consistent. That's my opinion.
Okay, let's have fun then, Dad. Because I watch niggas. When CJ Stroud cooked, he's one of the greatest we've ever seen, Mike.
Dude, because CJ Stroud
he have a bad game. I mean, he's still a rookie. He's still a rookie. So I don't want to hear that shit.
You have his
You
balls
love
in
when
your
you don't
mouth,
look.
man.
All I say is that as
Jesus
Mr. Irrelevant,
Christ.
the last quarterback we seen that looked this good.
Nah.
This
You on
type
some
of
bullshit.
looking. Mr. Brady.
You on some
What are you
bullshit.
talking
You bogus. You bogus as hell.
You
bogus as hell.
We ain't seen this since the GOAT.
No, you're not. You bugging out though, because CJ Stroud's a horrible comparison. Because
but you niggas do when he had bad games. You niggas, he a rookie, man. He a rookie.
CJ Stroud rarely. I want you to understand. CJ Stroud actually
lose to Lamar.
Time out. CJ Stroud actually rarely had a bad game this year. He had some bad moments, but that boy was crazy this year.
Man, Brock Purdy had 2 bad games.
But hold on, but you're not even letting me get. You're not even getting. But you're not even getting to the point. Like my whole thing is you bringing up CJ Stroud when we was doing all these comparisons for CJ. CJ Stroud was not competing with his peers at a rookie level. He was being compared to them. He was literally in MVP conversation at one point this year. And nobody compared him. Yeah, okay, but nobody thought about it. It was only crazy because he was a rookie, but his numbers gave him enough merit to have him in that conversation, and he's only been in the league for 1 year. Brock Purdy came into the league with 7 games left in the season. CJ Stroud came into the year 4 games deep. He passed Brady's touchdown to interception ratio to start a career. I mean, bro, everything he was doing was being compared to the greats.
Can I ask you a question?
It's not like the comparisons was like, oh, a number 2 pick in the draft, or he was just a rookie. Bro was putting up legitimate franchise level numbers.
Bro's playing better than Brock
Purdy
Purdy
to the
was.
league, right?
Comparison,
And he
bro.
played 7 games.
That team
And
was
really,
projected
like
to win
we
4
talking about my
games.
Purdy. He's
Projected to win
29.
4
Brock
games.
Purdy is a baby. He's really in the same mentions as CJ Stroud, as the young one, as Jordan Love.
No, he's
Why
not,
is he not?
Early.
He's a
No,
baby.
he's not. You're tweaking.
So how are we not
You're
hyping up the
tweaking.
nigga who was Mr. Irrelevant? Again.
And this is
How am I by myself on this?
Nobody's on their bomb. You're not by yourself because, bro, we was just giving him his flowers, bro.
Yeah, but you want to
But
gas
the thing
it every
is,
time.
but the problem is, and this is again where you losing me is like you're going to say you giving him a soft landing, but you're going to put him on Mount Everest, and that's my only thing. If you're going to put him on Mount Everest, you got to let him fall like we got to let everybody else fall. Because look, let's be real with it. If CJ Stroud balls out this season and losing the divisional and looks bad, you automatically get the question mark, the playoff question mark tag. Then his next season after his first playoff game, hella pressure going to be on him again. And what is he going to be? So if you're going to put somebody at the top and give them this type of level of grace or, flowers, I just feel like early, you got to be able to let them fall the way it's supposed to happen. You can't give them a soft landing.
Hold up, but I'm not. I don't
That's all I'm saying.
When he has a bad game, I come in with a bag on my head.
Now you do. Now you be disappointed, but I'm just saying you can't always give him the last pick of the draft because early we already realized he shouldn't have been the last pick of the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like that was already a mistake, bro.
What do we say? And Brock Purdy goes out here, wins the Super Bowl his second year. After what we call him white Patrick Mahomes.
Not
what we
top
doing?
5.
We gonna love him the way we love Patrick Mahomes?
Early.
Is he white Patrick Mahomes now?
You're not.
We've
funny.
never
That's
seen
not
him.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's getting annoying for you to keep dragging.
Dude,
it's not even a joke anymore. It's just a drag.
One at a time.
All jokes aside, if Brock Purdy comes
go ahead after this, Michael,
and he win the Super Bowl and win Super Bowl MVP and he beat the Chiefs, I'm not gonna lie to you. He's like top 8-7. Like 8
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. I wouldn't even be mad.
Why he can't be top 5?
Damn,
why he gotta be 8?
Not even mad. Swear to God, not even mad.
I'm a real longevity. I'm a real realist. Like sometimes I'm not gonna lie. There's quarterbacks that are better than him in the NFL. That play the position better than him. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Manny. That's what I'm saying. If you want to have him 7 or 8,
fine
by me, bro. You ain't gonna
but I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not gonna lie to you. If he come out with the Super Bowl, there's not a lot of quarterbacks out there in the game.
Wait, Manny, what you saying?
I think top 7, top 8 is completely fair if he wins it, especially if he comes out and looks really good. This is my point, though. Is like,
but I don't know why. I mean, it depends. Because
who do you like, Michael? You be so stressed over there. Who do you like?
He like that.
No. It's because I don't want to come off across.
Who do you like, Mike?
And wait, what do you mean? Who do I like?
Who's your favorite quarterback in the league?
Andy Dalton.
Well, I mean, yeah. Obviously, like the great Andy Dalton. No.
Dak Prescott.
I mean, Dak. I mean, like Lamar. I mean, I love. Pat.
No. Don't name 30 names, nigga. Who your number 1?
I'd say Dak. I mean, I gotta keep it real with my guy.
Dak your number 1? Then stop talking to me. Next, who else got a conversation to have, man?
Dude, you're a D-rider, bro. You're a D-rider, bro. And this is why you're a D-rider. Because you prop up a guy.
Let's settle down with the D-rider. We just talking about our favorite players. Let's not make it sexual or anything like that. Come on now. Let's have a conversation.
Let me finish.
Well, I can't. When you started with that.
Okay.
When you started with that, we're not going to have a conversation.
No, early. Because this is
we're not going to have a conversation. You started with that.
Early.
It's my turn.
We talking about sports players.
You interrupt people and you constantly talk over people when your points suck and you're wrong. That's what happens. And with this time, again, when did Tom Brady receive this much excuse for being a late pick? Tom Brady didn't even receive the 6th-round pick, stuff like you're talking about Brock Purdy.
Hey, watch this, J-Rob. Hey, J-Rob and Bama. Watch this, J-Rob and Bama. Watch this, J-Rob and Bama. Watch this, J-Rob and Bama. Watch this. Watch this. Mike, how old are you again?
You get
Mike, how old are you again, Mike? Mike, how old are you again?
I would say they were definitely bringing it up.
How old are you again, Mike?
Damn, I couldn't help
Mike, how old are you
myself.
again,
Damn, I
Mike?
couldn't help myself.
Hey, Mike, how old are you again, Mike? Everybody be quiet. How old are you again, Mike?
What? 21 years old, bro.
Bama and J-Rob, tell me in Tom Brady's first 2 or 3 years, they didn't bring up he was a second pick every time.
They did.
They did.
All you gotta do is go back and watch the games.
No, they did.
But Mike, you just said they didn't do it as much as what are you talking about?
Early. Remember, they did a whole documentary. Remember the
He
Brady
always
11
does
or
that. I
whatever?
told you, Michael.
Did they have a documentary? Did they have a
Yeah,
documentary?
Right. After he
that
won
shit.
3 Super Bowls, after he
Go
won
back
3
and watch
Super
the
Bowls,
game. They
not
talked
after
about
his
it. They
rookie
talked
year.
about it. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. You cook, Mike. It's okay. You cook.
No,
They talked about it all
no,
the
they
time,
didn't
bro.
use
Mike.
it
Yes,
as
they
an
did.
excuse for the man. No, they didn't. No, they
Watch
didn't.
Madden against the fucking St. Louis Rams. Them niggas brought that shit up like 3 times within that one game, bro. They brought it up all the time, bro.
No, but they didn't. Okay,
Mike, you lost. Mike, let it go, Mike.
No, that doesn't. No.
Let it go, Mike.
Respond to it. Let me respond to what you're
James,
saying.
they talked about it every single
No,
game.
let me
Watch
respond.
Just
bro.
lied,
I
Mike.
get
You just
that.
lied.
Wait, early, chill.
Got him.
The point that I'm making is that when Tom Brady lost, when Tom Brady lost, they didn't sit here and then say, well, this dude was a 6th-round pick, so this adds to how good he is as a player. No, they didn't use that as a way to try.
But Brock Purdy's a Super Bowl, so when did he lose? When did he lose?
Play that he was making, bro. When I hear Early talk about him being a 7th rounder, it's to prop him up in conversations that he shouldn't be.
Last pick, Mr. Relevant.
Pick stuff just to do that. That's my problem.
Can you name me 10? Can you name me 10 Mr. Irrelevant picks, Michael?
This nigga Early is stupid, bro.
See, you bring up another question.
That's good. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good ass question because I could not get that right. I do not know.
I have something I wanted to get off my test, though.
I can give
the
you
last
one.
10.
I
The
don't
last.
give you
I could
one.
only give you one.
How many? Hold on, real quick. How many people are drafted in the NFL in a draft? Like 650?
No, hell no.
It's like 299.
It's like
It's 250 to 260.
Yeah.
So let's say 260, right? Watch this, fellas. Watch this. Let's say 260. Let's say 260, right? Could you imagine being at the park? It's 260 of y'all, and everybody get picked, and they finally go, "Damn, Mike, since you here, come on." And that nigga leads to the Super Bowl. That's the best player on the court. Come on,
Doug. You know
that was amazing. You want that nigga know every chance? I know I was the last pick too, right? I know I was the last pick too.
They even give you a jersey that say Mr. Irrelevant. That is
I watched Randy Moss because he was picked 17.
Yo, Brock Purdy's
picked every team because he was picked 17. I watched that. Angry about that shit. Dallas passed me. Oh, you passed me.
But Mike, it don't take away that Brock Purdy, his play was
Stewart
great.
in 21 from Houston, Tate Crowder in 2020.
Bro, you can't tell me he played great, bro.
Drake Quinn in 2018.
Yo, one at a time, y'all. One at a time.
Let him talk. Mike, you ain't watched the game then, Mike.
All right,
that's cap. I watched all 22, bro. Get
all right, so
out
you
of
telling
here.
me Brock Purdy didn't play great? All right, so when Lamar had that bad first half for the Texans, and he came back and balled in the second half, you told me he played great.
Yeah, because Lamar
Yo,
had a better.
He had a 4-touchdown half, though. He had a 4-touchdown half.
Jim was down 24 seconds.
A 4-touchdown half is crazy. Come on,
yeah, that is crazy.
That is crazy, Manny.
I'm not lost about your. I'm not, Manny. I don't think what you're trying to say is wrong, but I'm just saying like that's bad comparison because bro had 4 touchdowns in a half, gang.
Dude, I think he played good. I think
Brock had 182 yards in the fourth quarter.
No, I'm not saying Brock played bad, but I'm saying I'm saying you don't have to really.
He had 182 yards in the fourth quarter. He bugged out.
Dude, with multiple turnovers on downs and things that happen into the game that you don't act like Tom or Brock Purdy just won them the game off his arm. There's
so every quarterback that has one
has off his legs too. He won him off the legs too.
I'm not trying to slander him like he doesn't deserve credit,
Sound
bro.
slandering.
When you tell me great, When you tell me great, I look at that game from Brock Purdy, and because of the first half, I can't give him great. I can give him good in the second half. I can give him great.
So do you think the Super Bowl? Do you think the 28-3 Super Bowl with Tom Brady was a great performance by Tom Brady?
Yes, you do.
No.
Oh my God!
I was just say that. You're lying.
I meant yes.
All right, now.
I meant yes. Wait, please. I meant yes.
Wrap this up, Mike. We got to get to the next topic.
No, the reason why I said no was because that's super disingenuous to bring up here. Because the main reason why the Falcons went up 28-3 is because their entire game plan and Julio Jones and all their weapons on that team were all firing. Okay, that's a completely different scenario from what happened there. Completely different. Brock Purdy threw a pick and he had bad plays in the first half that got you down, as well as the Lions playing well. So that's why I don't want to hear that's a lazy comparison again from you.
But early, can I ask you one question?
Talk about Purdy.
Go ahead.
Do you actually have Purdy? Like you just want to show him love. Like I'm just curious.
I'm gonna be real with you. Can we be real? Okay, let's be real. Let's be real, y'all. I bring the energy. I gotta be this guy. You know, I get my love off, but I'm gonna be real.
He's 7.
There's legitimately probably 8 to 9 quarterbacks that I would take over Brock Purdy off of talent alone. Like, you're right. Brock Purdy ain't the guy where if I'm picking my 10 quarterbacks, I'm skipping past Brock 4 or 5 times before I get back to him. Yeah. That's to be honest.
Thank you, Early. I love that.
But
wait for the butt. He might fuck it up right here.
But
sorry, my bad.
Let's be honest, dog. I'm just being honest.
Right.
Why I be funny with the Tom Brady shit is that because I was alive for Tom Brady and able to see what he went through. They showed you how he ran a 4.9. They showed you what his body. They showed that body picking him every time. And you would have told me in 2000, 99, whatever year Tom Brady was drafted, there was a bunch of quarterbacks you would have picked over that nigga too, because he had the greatest arm, he had the greatest body, he wasn't athletic, he looked doofy as hell. He looked goofy as hell, and there were so many other guys you'd have picked over him. But guess what he did that nobody else did? When it mattered the most, Tom Brady had the gene and the clutching and just the bravado to
See,
get that
I don't
shit
like
done.
that. We've been sleeping
And that
on
matters
Brady's
to me
arm
now.
talent,
I watched it before.
Facts.
We sleep on Tom Brady's arm talent. Because later on, because maybe when he first got in there, we didn't see it. But later on, bro, like you just made a great point early. But later on, Brady had a fucking arm. I'm sorry, my bad for Chris. I'm sorry.
But how many quarterbacks would you?
Had an arm, bro.
How about let's do this? Even though he's the GOAT, right? How many quarterbacks? How many quarterbacks, talent wise, in the NFL history would you take over him? I'm taking John Elway over him. I'm taking.
I mean, that's obvious. That's obvious. That's obvious. That's obvious. That's obvious.
Wait, can I say this?
I'm taking this over all of them.
All right, hold on.
But
say what you got to say. Hurry up. Say what you got to say. Go ahead.
I agree with everything I said, but the thing is, it's also like hindsight or the mind thing, because like at the end of the day, that's why it's a draft, because at the end of the day, we really don't know. We can always assume like this quarterback, like it has a mind, this guy has a mind. And we don't know. At the end of the day, it just comes down to the individual. So, you can always assume anything talent-wise or mind-wise, because we can think they had the mind and they come into the NFL and they just don't perform.
Kumbaya Dev. Anyway, let's get to this GOAT conversation now, y'all, because that's really why we're here. Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we declared it on press box that it is literally the new LeBron Jordan debate. I mean, I think it has entered that point. So my question to y'all is, especially with the Super Bowl, let's just say he wins the Super Bowl against the 49ers. Just add the ring. Let's just add the ring right now.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. You add the ring.
Yeah, we're going to add the ring. But if you feel like he already is the GOAT, you could preference your explanation by saying that already. But I'm going to say if he wins this ring, is Patrick Mahomes the greatest quarterback of all, or the greatest player of all time, as he passed Tom Brady? I'm gonna start with Ooze because you've been cooking a little bit, bro. So you could go first. You muted. Hold on, I'm gonna unmute you. I muted you. Go ahead.
Okay, so with the things I value, like talent, statistical dominance, being able to step up in the playoffs when the moments are biggest. This guy, Patrick Mahomes, ever since he came in as a starter, 5K, 50 tuds, he's been consistently the best quarterback in the league in the big moments throughout the regular season. He's done it with the talent, without the talent. In my opinion, he's the most talented quarterback we've ever seen. I feel like he's done enough already within this short period of time, within these 7 years, especially if he goes on to win a Super Bowl and beat some of the teams that he beat, that he's done enough to be the GOAT, in my opinion. So, yes, I would have him as the GOAT if he wins this year.
I like it. Who else? Come on now, let's get into it.
Well, I mean, my fault. Manny, you rock.
You want me to rock? All
I
right.
think you got Manny.
I think okay. This is the thing. I think Patrick Mahomes is the most talented quarterback I've ever seen in my life, bro. I think he is. I think he's the most talented player I've ever seen play quarterback. When it comes to arm talent, when it comes to that. But
right.
Am I ready to put him as the GOAT yet? No. I think if he wins this one, it's a whole different. Like that's what I feel like. Like for me, he has.
It's like
to
a
win
real.
Like he has to win it. Yeah, it's a real conversation if he really wins it. But I won't be mad at nobody. But Brady to me had a dominance of almost 19 to 20.
21, 22.
I think the only thing Patrick Mahomes is missing from his resume is longevity.
Right.
That's the only thing I think he's missing is longevity. And I think for Brady to sustain his dominance for so long, it's a goal. And to say that he couldn't do it without Belichick, and he did it.
So let me ask you this question: Who do you think is Tell me who you think is the best running back of all time?
Who do I think is the best running back of all time?
Who's the best running back of all time?
Barry Sanders.
To me, it's not Emmitt Smith.
Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is the greatest running back ever.
Yeah,
the greatest white running back.
Really angry when you bring up this argument.
He's the greatest running back.
Who's the greatest running back of all time? Most people say Barry
Sanders.
Look at his career.
Barry.
You know what I'm saying, Manny?
It was short.
It was short.
But that's different because we act like quarterback
people
winning
don't deny it though.
But running backs prime.
Hold on. Early. They tell me all the time. Me and Bama, we got me and you. I think anybody above 26, us generation, we a little upper in age. These young whippersnappers early, they tell me, quarterback wins don't matter. It's not a stat. Like
that's the thing.
They on some participation trophy vibe right over here. Moral victories.
I think it matters if they're close in competition. And
if you taking guys like Lamar, no offense, or Jared Goff over a Matthew Stafford, then you bugging. You just a freak.
Bugging. You're
bugging. Wait, talking about all time?
Wait, what?
Also, this too, J-Rod. You want to know why they so disingenuous? Because if they really stood on that, them wins don't matter as a quarterback stat.
Right.
Jim Kelly and Phil Simms supposed to be at all the top of y'all quarterback list.
Aaron Rodgers should be top 3.
He's my third. For me, he's third.
How many Super Bowls did Jim Kelly go to?
For me, he's third.
Who's third?
Aaron Rodgers to me is
Aaron Rodgers is top 3 to me too.
Aaron Rodgers is top 3 to me as well. But listen,
Aaron Rodgers is the third best quarterback.
Give me Joe Montana over Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, don't disrespect Montana like that.
Give me Joe Montana. Give me Joe Montana. Stop. I ain't gonna lie, bro. See, and this is why I feel like y'all really don't care about the wins when we get to the all-time stuff, because Aaron Rodgers, notorious choke. Like, come on.
But you're not telling me one thing Aaron Rodgers does.
Reggie Miller.
You're not telling me one thing Joe Montana does better than. No.
Joe Montana.
What's the hold on? What's this better shit y'all keep talking about? What's this better shit?
Nobody tried.
If I win, I beat you. I'm better than you. Tom Brady wasn't better than anything. Tom Brady wasn't better than Peyton Manning anything. But we don't have Peyton Manning over Tom Brady. Let's relax ourselves.
Drink more water. Come on, bro.
Hey, Manny, if we doing all what's better, then let's be honest. Other than Patrick Mahomes, the second greatest quarterback, and we talk about talent, is probably, or at least top 3 is Brett Favre. Brett Favre probably top 3 as far as talent. He got to be
Patrick Mahomes.
He got to be top 3.
I just got.
What he do better?
Manny.
I watched Brett Favre be a turnover.
A-Rod top 2 in talent, bro.
Okay.
Brett Favre got 3 MVPs. You don't know nothing.
Hold on, bro.
Can I say my
You're
take?
contradicting yourself, bro. Because what does Brady do better than Mahomes, bro? Like, just tell me.
Who, me?
What does Brady do better than Mahomes? There's not a lot of shit you can say.
I can't hear nobody.
I can hear you. Ooze, I can hear you.
I can
Go ahead, Ooze.
You just sat there and said, "What does Joe Montana do better than Rodgers?" I can't name anything. Start naming off talent, throws, scrambling, all that athletic.
No, but Rodgers got.
When it comes to Mahomes and Brady, Brady does nothing better than Mahomes, bro.
You can't you can't go over to 4 Super Bowls like that, man.
The time Rodgers had a top defense, he won a Super Bowl. Every time these other dudes all the time these dudes won a Super Bowl, they had top defenses to go along with it. Rodgers only had one time he had a top defense, and he won the Super Bowl.
So can I?
Come on, bro.
Can I say my opinion?
7 Super Bowls.
Go ahead, Stat. No, let go, Stat. Go ahead, Stat. Go.
7 Super Bowls don't get you at least 2 years before people start like trying to replace you as the GOAT. Like that's crazy. Montana had 20 years being the GOAT, bro. 5 Super Bowls.
Stat, you can't use that argument, Stat, because look, people will call. No, hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. After 28-3, people were legitimately calling him the GOAT. So he had more than 2 years. I understand that, even me, and I'm a Brady fan, I understand that I would like some more time, but now that he's retired, but people were calling him the GOAT. Every pass he threw, people were still calling him the GOAT after 28-3. Let's not sit here and be disingenuous about that.
I want my own.
But at the same time, look, it was going to happen eventually. Like, even I know, Lonnie would tell you, Early would tell you, Hellfire would tell you, Brady wasn't going to be the GOAT forever. Somebody was going to come up and take his spot eventually.
Right. It just happened sooner. Nobody thought it happened literally as he's retiring out the league. You know what I'm saying? That we were already having this conversation.
He literally beat the dude that y'all trying to replace him with.
Stop that shit. Stop that shit. Early,
and I'm old and I'm out my
prime. No one can hear you. No one can hear you. You gotta fit. Like no one can hear you. Actively, like 2 years later. Like, what are you talking about? Can't hear you, bro. No. So can I?
Go away. Hold on. I want Hellfire to go too because he been beasting to go. So go ahead, Hellfire.
It's over.
Michael, you know you get on your soapbox. You might be here for 30, gang. So we gotta make sure.
No, I got you. That's
no, I've been sitting here.
Go ahead, Hellfire. Go ahead.
Listening to some tomfoolery. This is actually
on
to raise some hell.
Yeah, this is what Bama wants. Y'all want me to raise some hell? I've got it. Mahomes.
Can y'all hear me now?
Other quarterbacks like him are never going to be able to be the GOAT as long as they're profiting off a quarterback play being dumbed down. Ever. They're not passing Brady. They're not passing Montana. They're not passing Steve Young.
Steve Young.
Can you explain?
Dude. Explain,
can you explain real quick? Explain that real quick.
Oh, gladly. I'm going to put a little gist of it because this is what my Substack's on that I mentioned before the show. It's the fact that way too many things that would still be considered really good for quarterbacks to have are getting criticized. We are hearing the Brock Purdy game manager tag, even though it's getting more and more of a negative connotation. Purdy is to a point where he's moving out of the pocket as much as doing it the right amount. He is making plays with his legs. He's pushing the ball down the field. And he's getting taxed for being a game manager and a yak merchant because of the fact that people hate seeing passes less than 10 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage. That's number one on how this era is being.
Patrick Mahomes did it for years.
Quarterback play is being dumbed down. And fun fact on that: Purdy has less yak per completion this year than the last 6 MVPs, which includes Mahomes, both of his.
My nigga Rain Man, he be coming with the stats. My nigga Rain Man.
We gotta fact check that.
The way that formations are being predicated and changed in this era, the presence of going under the center is getting to become a lost art. And with that, and with the game being more shotgun predicated, we are getting more and more quarterbacks coming down the pipeline that are becoming RPO dependent, where it hinders their development. And that's one of the big things about the last generational talent that got drafted a couple years ago. He was too RPO dependent, and it hindered his talent and hindered his development. I saw it as an official flaw with Hurts. because look at the way that the scheme changed to where he's asked
Mahomes
to be more of
don't
a
run the
drop back
RPOs,
passer.
though.
He can't do it. Kyler Murray, when he was under center, couldn't do it as much. This is why they went back to more of the shotgun style under Jonathan Gannon, even though that was not the intended plan.
Take your time, Hellfire. Take your time.
Even though I was high on Tua's highs this year, Tua's lows reinforced that he could potentially be RPO dependent, because we've seen how he looks when that first read isn't open. When DBs play press, he's screwed.
Right.
And
I've been trying to say that.
That's facts. That's facts.
I've been trying to say that.
And I'm not finished yet. I had to catch
but
myself some
Mahomes-
wind here because I was talking too fast on myself.
Right.
What does this have to do with Mahomes? As long as he is benefiting from this while being crowned the 2021's best quarterback when he couldn't read cover 2, that's when this has something to do with Mahomes. That's number one.
So Hellfire, where you got Mahomes? Like 4, right? 4 or 5?
No, 2021.
That's how you talk,
2021 he was
But
no.
now on, that's
No,
how
I'm talking
you
about the
talk.
GOAT. I'm talking about GOAT conversation. Where you got him?
Oh, GOAT conversation. The highest he'll ever be able to get is 4.
What?
I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. No, I'm not trying to hear that. Now my turn. Nah, my turn.
This nigga
I'm getting the baton. I'm getting the
No,
baton.
yo, J-Rob, run that
baton.
40 with me. Yo, run that 400 here.
That was.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Let me get that baton. I can't agree with that.
Cooked a ham
I can't agree with that. I can't.
And I think he made some good
I can't agree with
points.
that.
I think he made some good points.
Of course you would.
I hear you. I understand what you're saying, because the style
That's
of
a
the
real
game,
slap on the knee there, buddy.
the style of the game is changing and stuff. But at the end of the day, fellas, Hellfire, some of the things that you just said is why I think why he's so great. You said that Patrick Mahomes couldn't read cover 2. Bro couldn't read a defense and sleptwalk into 50 and 5,000. That's not a fluke. That's not just Andy Reid. That's not just the system. Please don't.
It's a bit of Andy
Oh
Reid,
my
but they don't
god!
know it.
I can't even get half the sentence out, nigga. And I see them pink ass lips on the screen. Holy. My bad.
I need to go. I go.
No. I don't want to go. No. Come back, early. Come back. He's just not letting me get it out, bro. So I'm rocking with. I hear you, Hellfire. You made some cool points. I'm not mad at it at all. But when you look at Patrick Mahomes, I feel like I think you being almost a little disingenuous to the pace that which he's entered this league at. In terms of just if we completely just took away the career, like let's take away the years he's played in the league, he already has a 15-year career just off the accolades with the achievements. You know what I'm saying? So
that joke is crazy, bro.
Yo, stop.
I mean, I definitely get it. I'm
stop.
not trying to have it come off as disingenuous.
That got me laughing.
I'm not trying to have it come off as disingenuous towards his page.
Disingenuous.
I'm not trying to have it come off as that, but
it is. It doesn't matter if you're not trying to. It is, and this is why I say it's disingenuous. There's a multitude of reasons why it's disingenuous, and to give my take on this, no. Do I think that he's the definitive all-time greatest of all time at this moment, even if he wins the third one? Not necessarily, due to the longevity. But what we're not going to sit here and do, Hellfire, is we're not going to knock Patrick Mahomes' all-time great success in his first 7 years and say that the only reason why that happened is because he's beneficiary towards how the game is played. Because I don't understand that stuff. Because you're acting like when Tom Brady was drafted into – wait, listen, you can explain further once I get my points off. But 2003, when Tom Brady was drafted, nobody thought Tom Brady could ever be a quarterback who would win 1 Super Bowl, let alone 7.
Tom Brady wasn't drafted in 2003.
Listen to whenever he was 2001 or whenever 2000, whatever he was drafted. Nobody thought he'd be that good. And this is my point: is that you want to sit here and knock the man for not taking the flat check down enough.
That's your problem with Patrick Mahomes. Because and all of the stuff that you get mad about and the reasons
Honestly,
why
Dave,
you
I feel
didn't
the
put
same way.
Patrick Mahomes QB1 more than one time all tightens up in the playoffs. I'm seeing him against the Ravens do everything you say that he doesn't do. Like you're talking about Brady's ability to read audibles and stuff. What was that? What about that screen pass to Rashid Rice that went 40 yards? That's literally audible from Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Go back in the tape and look at it. So that type of stuff is you're being completely disingenuous. And as G-Baby continues to say on Press Box, Tom Brady was not considered the GOAT until he won against the Legion of Boom. Okay? And this is the biggest thing that is in proponent to why Mahomes should be put in the conversations with Brady as the GOAT. And this is my point, is that there should be a conversation. The first 7 years of his career, he went to the AFC Championship game every year. He went to the Super Bowl every year, and he's won 3. His first 7 years in the NFL, he clears Tom Brady.
Clears.
Miles.
Yes.
Hellfire, how can you shake your head?
Nah. How can you say
One at a time.
One mic. Roads to the playoffs.
One mic. Hold on. Let him rebuttal. Let Hellfire rebuttal.
No,
My bad.
Brady's teams in his division in his first 6-7 years had better records by a good margin as well, number one. And number two, he had harder roads to the playoffs featuring in his first 7 years than what Mahomes has now. The road to the playoffs in 2004, where he had to beat the 15-1 Steelers on the road.
Okay. Okay. Keep going. Get all your takes off. Because I'm coming after you after.
But when I said that I would explain more as to why he benefits so much, like I said, and it's not just him. There's others that benefit off of this. Yeah, it was rookie Big Ben. That was 15-1.
Thank you, Dev.
And he beat on the road. So, like I said, Mahomes is not the only one that benefits off this. There's others that benefit off of it down the line. They're not going to be able to pass it just because of how much they benefit off of it being easier. It's not just the taking the checkdowns. It's not just the element of pre-snap. I'm not harping as much on the pre-snap. Like, this is in 2000, this is in 05, this is in 09. Okay. I'm not trying to sit here and ask for, I'm not sitting here trying to ask for a bunch of pre-snap. I'm not. I've already succumbed to the fact that that's probably not going to come back, and that's fine. But the thing that I'm not going to sit here and...
You're not going for that. What you're not going for?
I'm not.
What are you not going for, bro?
The AFC isn't hard right now. Okay. Addressing the comments. The guys in the AFC are benefiting off of what I'm talking about. Allen benefits from it. Lamar benefited from it to a degree. And that's just like who people think are in the top 5. Hurts benefited from it last year, and then we saw how his ball to earth went.
Right.
You're saying a lot of blanket statements.
But Mahomes is not RPO.
Thank you.
Top 5, top 10
You're saying a lot of blanket
for half a
statements
year, even though he has all
talking,
these
and I'm not hearing no
deficiencies that get ignored.
from you, bro. I'm not hearing no How the
I'm not gonna hold you up. All right, can I say this real quick?
Wait, no, time out. Hold on. Wait, time out, Michael. Hold on. I gotta hear what Ooze said. Go ahead, Ooze.
Yeah, go. My bad, bro.
You're making it seem sound like it's so fucking easy. I'm sorry.
No,
it's
you
so
good.
easy to do what Mahomes
Get at
is
him.
doing, bro. We forget. Nigga, Brady just retired last year. Brady wasn't dominating these average quarterbacks, these RPO dependent quarterbacks. He wasn't going to 6 straight conference championships like Patrick Mahomes was. No other quarterback has done what Patrick Mahomes has done, even within this era that you're talking about, bro. We see all these other elite quarterbacks struggle to get to the promised land like Patrick Mahomes has consistently done. Like, you can't just blame it on him not having a different style of quarterbacks he has to play against. Because let's be honest, Tom Brady wasn't always being these top tier elite quarterbacks. He wasn't. He got a dub versus. He lost to Nick Foles and fucking Eli
10
Manning.
straight
Bro.
years,
Those aren't
no
elite
Super
quarterbacks,
Bowl.
bro.
10 straight years, no Super
Those
Bowl.
aren't elite quarterbacks, bro. That's what I'm saying. He also had a dark period throughout his career. Like Manny said, he dominated.
And don't try to blame
Like, what are we
Bill
talking
Just for that,
about?
Hellfire.
He had a dark period.
Can I ask you? Wait, can I ask you another question? Can I ask you another question? Can I ask you? No. He didn't dominate the game for 21 years straight. Let's not say dominate. That'd be a lie. That'd be a lie.
He was the
That'd be a
best
lie.
quarterback in the
That'd be a
league
lie.
for a good 15 plus.
He didn't dominate the game.
It's never been hands down like Mahomes.
Yes.
Tom Brady, like
Can I ask a
LeBron, like
question?
Kobe, got 2
Can I
careers
ask a
and
question?
Hall of Fame careers.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you this question, yo. Let me ask you this, Hellfire. If you took Brady's the best 6 seasons in his career, any 6, take the best 6 in his career, and we take the 6 straight, just take the first 6 seasons straight of Mahomes, he's going band for band with him. I want you to know that he's going band for band with him. I'm gonna tell you why it's crazy. I'm gonna tell you why it's crazy because, and this is the crazy part that I think y'all looking past. The fact that I gotta say that I'm telling you, you could go pick 6 seasons you want, and I could just go with straight the 6 years of Patrick Mahomes straight in terms of the yards and things of that nature, accolades. But you could go band for band with him already, bro.
So
Brady's
all I'm saying is
seasons in with a Super Bowl, and then he still got one to spare.
What are you talking about? Wait.
Okay.
Let J-Rob finish the question.
No, that was my question. If you go 6 for, if you take his 6 years, I'm saying it's
2 of the
already
years,
comparable.
2 of the years included beating Mahomes on the way to getting the Super Bowl.
Wait,
that's bogus.
But y'all won't even. You
know why? Because it wasn't Mahomes' fault that they lost their game. The Jit jumped off sides.
Wait.
Bro, you can't win the argument if you can't win the. Go ahead.
So I want J-Rob, get me on screen, full screen me here, because I have a couple ethers that I want to get off.
No, go ahead, because if you're not cooking, I can't put you on a big screen, so I got to decide.
No, I'm gonna cook here because what I don't understand is the fact
we got to see, nigga.
You want. That's fine. I got you. So we want to say that
you don't get big screen privileges.
Road to the Super Bowl and all this stuff isn't comparable to Tom Brady's even early in his career. It's so insane to me because what division did Tom Brady play in for the majority of his time? The worst division in the NFL.
So that Kansas City Raiders.
The Raiders and the Broncos.
Brady's opponents in his division were closer to 500 than what Mahomes' opponents were in his first 6 years. So please, let's not do the division talk.
I'm gonna finish. Number one, I brought up the division top because you wanted to start getting super specific within context, bringing up the Steelers team that was 15-1 with the rookie Big Ben. That's why I brought that up. Wait, listen, I'm not done because now I want to get into the fact that you only have Mahomes as quarterback one time, which is utter insanity to me, and I want to know which year it is because 2018. There is no doubt his rookie year when he threw, or his first year with 50 touchdowns. Dude, this is why he was the best quarterback in that season. Because as much as the chatter about every other quarterback that was great in that year, can you put any of them on that team and get 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns and a Super Bowl out of that? They didn't win. They didn't win.
So that's why
they lost to the Patriots.
They won that. They won it.
No. Say it again. Who they lose to?
I'm not done. The NFC Championship.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So that was his first year. Okay, I will give you that one. The second one, though. Okay, let's not talk about how Tom Brady willed that team to a win against the Chiefs the second time, because in that entire playoff run, I can name to multiple things that had them win that game other than how Tom Brady played, aka the defense with one of the best defenses I've seen overall. You had Devin White playing at an all-time level. You had defensive linemen. You had that 4 defensive lineman core that was utterly nasty. And everybody doesn't want to talk about those things when they talk about that last Super Bowl. And lastly,
You are the same person who came up here and started this conversation with the fact that quarterback play is being beneficial and guys like Brock Purdy are being slandered because they don't play the way that people want them to, when you are doing the exact same thing to Patrick Mahomes, sir, because everything, again, that you say about Patrick Mahomes in the regular season and why he's not quarterback one, I don't see that in the playoffs. I saw him
early.
straight games take every single play that was given to him and absolutely do what he needed to do to win. So everything that you talk about that Brady was better, well, in the moments like that, well, I see Mahomes doing it at the same level in year 6, and that's all that I have to do.
I ain't gonna lie.
But when he had 2 bites at the apple to prove that he was better than Brady,
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's possible, but
so you think that quarterback is a winning stat?
You want me to answer your question?
So you think quarterback is a winning stat?
Number one,
it is.
No, but by his logic.
Well, when you got 2 goats, going up against each other, like I mean, and one of them wins twice, and then one of the games ain't even a.
Bro, he was a year one. So you're gonna take. He was a year one.
He didn't face prime.
He was a year one starter. He was a year.
That wasn't prime Brady. That was an old Brady.
What you mean, bro?
He was in the MVP talks. What are you talking about?
Come on, Tom Brady. The season right before he's tired. The last 2
old
seasons,
ass Brady.
The last 3 years. I'm gonna say the last 3 years in Tom Brady's career, he still wasn't the top 5.
He was in the MVP.
Are you kidding me?
That's disingenuous. That's
guys. Early. He was in year 1. Doing that year 1 excuse, but I can't do it for Brock Purdy, though, right? You're doing a year 1 excuse, huh? Does it matter if he's in year 1?
Is Brock Purdy going to be in GOAT conversations at any point in his life?
And he is right now. He is right now.
Give Brock Purdy an excuse last year. Nobody
Top 5 of the MVP votes, my boy.
Okay, so again, now I can hopefully start to answer questions here.
I gotta go to Panama, understand the culture, see what his name is.
Most definitely.
Okay, so number 1,
just leave our women alone.
I was not giving Mahomes QB1 until 22. I was not. I felt like that 2018 season was already going to be an outlier, and me putting him at 1 was going to put him at ascertainable expectations. Which back, it looks like I made the right call.
What?
No.
He showed that wasn't.
I have a question.
Because of how much he regressed in multiple different instances. He regressed in 21 and he regressed in 23. That's 2 of the last 3 years that he's shown regression.
How did he regress? Hold on. Like, explain to me how he regressed.
He didn't look as good without talent.
Questionable decision making. Like, hero ball tendency, when you're mobile or not, is always going to be a red flag, and that's one part that I can't stand with QB play being dumped down. I can't stand it. He let hero ball tendency slide for. That's why.
Here's the question: if he was the retired today, would he be better than? Would he be what everybody consistently say?
The better 7-year run.
Wait! Come on! Hold on. There's one thing I gotta hear that lost me. You think Mahomes regressed?
Yes. He regressed in 21 on a slump year because of hero ball tendencies, issues with the accuracy.
Think Mahomes got worse as a football player?
Now I ain't gonna see. Hey, Hellfire really watch.
Hey, we gonna call this nigga Hellfire.
Early nitpicking.
Over half. Okay, can I say something? Bro, he couldn't recover 2 and went to 6 straight AFC championships. You know how crazy that is. Okay, but Hellfire, bro, he said he couldn't read them defenses to a year. It took him to year 4 or 5 to really have it understood. Like, bro,
I understand
Hellfire, don't you think it's insane that bro is out here cooking, going to the top of the mountain?
Because he didn't fully adjust.
What?
Tax is crazy.
So wait.
I feel like if he would have adjusted more, he wouldn't have had what happened in 2021 happen. He wouldn't.
So let me ask you a question. Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you another question. Now I'm taxing. Now I'm a tax man. Now I'm Uncle Sam. Because when Tom Brady, when he first came on the scene, was winning games with 150 yards and a lot of handoffs, you still think that was solid. You still think that was him reading defenses and playing at a high level.
We talking about what?
Brady versus Mahomes. But if Mahomes is out here not knowing how to read defense, still giving your defense 350 and all they can have, and don't even know how to read the shell, can't give a post-snap adjustment, and he's giving you 4 touchdowns, 350.
Fuck y'all, chat.
And Brady is going out here 150, maybe a touchdown, a bunch of handoffs to the running back, bro. Bro, at the end of the day, when Brady first got into the NFL, he didn't definitively become the best quarterback of the era or who he was until the 2010s. Because there was an argument about Peyton Manning.
No, he had to earn it by winning Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Time out. There was some people who
Mahomes is 7 years old.
Hold on. Time out. There were still people who thought.
Can I say this?
Hold on.
Yo, let J-Rob finish.
There were still people who believed. There were still people who thought if you ask certain people, Jalen Carter for certain, and thought that Peyton Manning was a better quarterback than Tom Brady for a long time. Now, when I look at Patrick Mahomes, from the moment he started, the moment he was an NFL starter to this point, he took the baton as the top 3 best guys in the world, bro. Man, you came out of the Super Bowl. You came out of year 1. He was top 3, bro. By year 2, it took you a few games in the year 2. You had no doubt, bro.
If he retired,
it was Brady Rodgers. That was it. It was Brady and Rodgers, bro. You're not gonna tell me you would have. You're not telling me you had. You're not telling me you had Drew Brees. You're not telling me you had Rivers. You're not. This was not that version of Cam. You're not telling me. You're not telling me Big Ben. You're not telling me Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff. Not telling me Andrew Luck, bro.
Can we also talk about?
Can I say this?
Andrew Luck, if he never gets hurt, Andrew Luck would have been goated though.
Hey, Hellfire.
That's what we gotta stop doing, though.
Wait, early, here, bro. Is you have a bias towards a certain play style. I honestly don't think you like the backyard scrambling type of quarterbacks. I think you just somewhat have a bias. Like you like the under center type of guy. You know, post snap adjustments, read a defense. You know, throw the check down when you have to. You don't like guys who are going for explosive plays, making big plays.
Bias.
And I honestly think it's an underlying bias. You don't even know it. I think you don't even know it.
When they went up against each other, Brady won twice.
Because we got to understand what J-Rob just said. There were definitely years where we even saying names like Drew Brees in the same conversation with Tom Brady too. Tom Brady has never, and there's only been like what, 2-3 years max where this man has.
No, there was like 15.
Been clearly the best quarterback in the league.
There's been hella names in the conversation with Mahomes. You got Josh Allen.
Let me finish.
Joe Burrow.
Early you trolling, bro.
No, you're
Rodgers.
Early you trolling.
Rodgers is on
Brady.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Nah, you trolling.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time. Go ahead. Finish Ooze. Finish Ooze.
Let me finish this, kids.
Ooze and all.
Brady has not had that many times where we're looking at this man. That's clearly the best quarterback in football, bro. Rodgers definitely had some years where he was better than him. Not even arguable, better than him. Same thing with Peyton Manning. You can argue Drew Brees was better than him.
You had all you want. 45
I hold you, boy.
Let him finish, man.
45 and 4. Are you crazy?
I ain't gonna keep talking football with you young niggas if y'all ain't doing y'all research, dog. From this moment forward, dog, if you're not doing your research, because Mike, you showing you don't do your research, stop speaking on a nigga saying he better than a nigga if you don't know about the other nigga. Please,
hold on.
Y'all keep doing that. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, dog.
Hold on. First of all, let's not act like I lived through Rodgers' best years. I lived through Rodgers' best years, so I definitely was there for that.
You lived through Rodgers' best years. Tom Brady was still better than him.
And then second, that's what there's years where.
Well, you talking about the years Rodgers won MVP? He had the best touchdown in the interception ratio. He was better than Tom Brady.
In 2011, he was better than Tom Brady. In 2011, he was better than Brady, bro. But this is my last point, bro. With Mahomes, bro, I watch y'all guys all the time. I've seen all y'all, every single person on this panel, except for maybe Stat with his Lamar bias. But all y'all have admitted it's Mahomes, and then it's the field, bro.
Facts.
It's never been
Facts.
clearly like that for Brady. It's never
He
been
never.
like that.
No, stop. No, I don't agree. No, shut up. No, I don't agree. No. Early. You being
when he played against the dog,
early.
he lost.
Early. You're not keeping it. You're not keeping it a bean right now.
Yeah, you're so biased.
You're playing against Josh Allen, who don't make the right throw.
No, stop. No, you. And the thing is, if we're gonna do if we're gonna do
Tom Brady,
you're not making no sense to me right now because I seen Tom Brady play some absolute trash opponents and nobody complains about it. So the problem is,
and he didn't
I'm gonna
play
tell you how you
out.
know. Listen. I know this is how you know that this how you know that this Mahomes GOAT conversation already up the spine because we already getting error tax when it comes to Mahomes. Mahomes been 6 years into his career now, and I agree with Ooze to this fact. Mahomes is better than everybody else in the rest of the field, and it's not about the field. It's not about the field needing to catch up because I would argue that there's a more talented selection of quarterbacks in today's era than Brady's era. Yes, I'm jacking it. Let me finish. Y'all reacting now. Let me finish. Manny, you got to still remember, this man won 7 rings in his era, bro. Dominated his era, bro. If you're going to tell me he's dominated, won 7. When I look at Patrick Mahomes, I'm saying with Patrick Mahomes. Well, Patrick Mahomes to me is the most talented player I think I've ever seen played for the football because what he's doing, I think what y'all gotta understand is he is manipulating a team sport to his will, like the ultimate team sport. Patrick Mahomes is going out there and easily showing that I'm not chasing the field, I'm chasing ghosts. It's a different standard. Brady in his time frame, he was chasing to be the best of his era. Now made it to where he became the GOAT.
He was chasing Montana.
No.
He said he was chasing Montana.
He wasn't chasing Montana 10 years into his career. Was he chasing? Was he chasing Montana 10 years into his career? No. What I'm saying to you is
he wasn't.
Mahomes is chasing Montana 6 years in. He passed Montana. The last frontier, the last frontier is Tom Brady. And y'all got to remember, I've been on Player's Choice for 3 years now. I'm a Brady stan because I believe in that winning stuff. I believe in it. That's one of the reasons why some people don't even rock with me because they don't like the winning bias I have when it comes to quarterbacks. I truly stand on that. But what I've seen from Patrick Mahomes, he's already got check marks for things that Brady had.
You give me 2 or 3 more. I'll be quiet. He got 2 Super Bowls. You give me 2 or 3 more. If he go 4,
early,
let me add.
If he go 4, bro, come on.
I'm a dog in the entertainment. I don't know. Maybe.
4. That's what I said.
Wait. Let me say this.
Don't let him lose to Brock Purdy.
Let me say this, though. Let me say this, y'all. Stat. Early. If he go into this Super Bowl and he go for, like, let's say 350, 2 touchdowns, he bug out. Yeah. Do he? I know you said 2 more, so technically you would say 1 more. Would you entertain a little bit of it at that point? Because 3 rings, he got this ring completely on the road. Was never in KC. This would be his third.
You know why?
It took Brady to win 6 to be the GOAT.
If I'm being really honest, I'm terrified of the 49ers this year. Like, I'm so terrified. I'm so terrified. No, not that they're good. I am really going to the Super Bowl. Like, I'm just hoping Brock Purdy win, dog. I hope you have a good game. I'm being honest with you. I really do got them beating the 49ers pretty bad. And I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I want y'all to know that O-line, that D-line finna get handed, bro.
It's 2 dynamites going at it. To be honest with you, I'm terrified.
To be honest, though,
hey, J-Rod,
can I say something?
J-Rod, bro, I'm looking through a couple names right now.
That 49ers defense does not look good.
Go ahead,
I'm looking through some of the quarterbacks Brady done beat and done lost to in the playoffs. You got Rich Gannon, Cordell Stewart, Jake Plummer, Byron Leftwich.
Who cares?
Sanchez.
Oh, you being petty?
No. That he said this era was the most talented era.
You're naming the worst
the most talented era.
You're naming the worst nigga.
Bro.
Let me name the quarterbacks. That Brady went up against.
Interrupting
For real.
dog shit quarterback suit. Let's just make sure we make that clear. I just want to make sure.
Bro, you got Carson Palmer.
Let me go after Ooze.
Wait, no, listen, wait.
You had Big Ben.
No, I've been waiting.
Aaron
I've been
Rodgers.
waiting here for a while. Please.
Peyton, Eli, Drew Brees.
Something here. No. This is why Hellfire completely
Phillip
puts himself on this topic consistently every time. Because you still, even if he goes and wins, and even if he wins 2 more, you don't care. And the conversation
because
doesn't
it's too
change.
dumbed
No,
down.
listen, Hellfire, stop interrupting me. This is where you're absolutely cooked. Because if you look at the first 7 years of Patrick Mahomes' career, as I said, playoff resume, clears, regular season, clears. And not only that, let's talk about how Mahomes has two of the most impressive 5,000-yard seasons. The first one being his rookie year, because he didn't even know how to read defenses. And
That'd be cute if Brady only played 7 years. The problem is that Brady played 20 years and got 7 Super Bowls, bro.
Stop. All you do is interrupt. You don't wait your turn. You just interrupt people. So
Bro,
stop.
you
Let
do
me
a
finish
lot
my
of-
Hey,
point.
Mike, I'm beyond with you, Mike. You got one more time, and I'm gonna find out where you live. Stop doing that.
Let me finish.
Stop doing
Be
that.
quiet, and you
I'm
still
gonna
not
find
gonna
out
say
where you live.
nothing,
Stop
bro.
Let me finish my point. Let me
Hey,
be
one mic,
all
one mic.
angry
Be respectful.
when I say spit straight cold facts here, because you cannot nothing that you guys can
You
tell
ain't been
me
big screen the whole
compares-
day.
Let's talk about the first 3 Super Bowl repeats, and let's talk about the games that Tom Brady played, and let's not only look at the game-winning moments. Let's look at the full context of every game. And you can't tell me that Tom Brady played better than Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs because he straight up did not. You're lying.
You haven't seen the game, Mike. Stop lying.
You got 30 minutes to listen to you not say nothing, bro.
Capping like you seen the game,
That's what I
man.
don't rock with. Stop. No,
Hey, let Devin
I'm not
and
gonna
Stack
sit
talk.
here
I wanna
and
hear
let
Stack talk. I ain't gonna lie.
old heads slander my name. Okay, I watched every single Super Bowl game. I've watched 70% of Tom Brady's playoff runs. I loved Tom Brady my whole life, bro. I thought he was the GOAT for as long as I can remember until the first 3 or 4 years of Patrick Mahomes' career. So don't give me that nonsense about how, I haven't watched old film. I've watched
You wasn't
countless
alive
old
when
film.
he was
So
drafted, young
listen
boy.
to me.
What are you
It
talking about?
doesn't
You watched
matter.
every
It doesn't
game.
matter, you old head.
You
old
weren't
head.
young
You're
enough
out of
to
touch.
I'm 20 now, Mike. I'm very young.
My thing with it is, right, and this is the thing I'll say, I get it. My biggest thing with Brady is I think with Tom Brady, it's hard to imagine the fact that we have to think about that there was somebody who's, with the amount of time that they've been in the league, has been able to dominate as much as Mahomes has had. Like, that is the reason why when we talk about, like, top quarterbacks in the league, he's in that tier above everybody else because he's that perfect. Now, for me personally, I feel like Mahomes has to get at least one more Super Bowl for me to have that conversation to put him above Brady.
After this one.
If he wins
Thank you.
it,
That's what I'm saying.
if he wins it, yeah, he's the GOAT, no question. Because I don't think you could say, like, because he did more than what Brady did in 7 years. Because they had something I saw on ESPN where they had everything. They had, like, their first 7 seasons in the league, their playoff record. He has a better record in the postseason. He has more passing yards, more touchdowns. Like, what I've seen, like, I'm not trying to discredit Brady, but the thing I hate about it is the Brady defenders are trying to put this thing on me is you aren't looking at it from the perspective of, oh, they want to put this, like, he played against better talent. Mahomes had to go against tough talent in this playoffs too, especially, like, looking at these past 2 games he went against. So for me, at the end of the day, I'll say this.
Tough talent.
I think
Nigga, you went against
it's
the best offense
early,
in the league.
early.
And the best
The
team
argument
in
isn't the argument isn't
convince you. Like,
The
that's
argument
ridiculous how
isn't
you say
talent,
tough
bro.
talent.
What are you
Dude,
talking
the
about?
last
Hold on,
2
let
years.
Grant
Wait,
finish.
let him finish.
No. All I was saying was at the end of the day for me, this debate really rides. I think he has to get one more Super Bowl for me to clearly say he's better. Because if we could have it, because honestly, I don't think we can come back on this conversation. And let's say hypothetically, if the 49ers win it, I think the conversation will still be there. Because let's say hypothetically next season, they go back and they win the Super Bowl. Then it's still going to be that conversation. I just need to see him win 2 more. because I think he's done enough that we can see as the talent of a player that he is.
And if Caleb Williams come in the game, Cookie, y'all gonna be on him too. Boy, y'all some switcheroonies in that boy.
Hey, Grant, can I say something?
Y'all love somebody they hate them all.
I do want to say this.
That's not true.
It's been a minute.
This is where you guys
I love.
Hold on, Mike.
Because
Mike.
let Dev
Mike. But no, you guys. I think the thing is, you guys all make some good points, but also I think
we all make good points all the time, Dev.
No. But the thing is, with the Mahomes, with the argument I didn't like was the air attacks thing, because I kind of disagree with you, Hellfire, with the air attacks, because like Mahomes has faced quarterbacks in Brady's era as well. So like Mahomes has faced against Aaron Rodgers, he's probably at his best. Mahomes has faced against Lamar Jackson. Mahomes has faced against Brady and them. So like the whole air attacks thing, like not only that,
bullshit.
Like, some of the
it's just
quarterbacks
that he's been better than everybody.
You guys are not comprehending what I mean by air attacks.
No, I think no.
I'm not talking about who he's faced.
No, but early double down when you brought it up on who he faced. And honestly, I think that's bullshit. And I think it's bullshit that y'all keep bringing up who he faced. Because why won't we just acknowledge the fact that Patrick Mahomes is just better than everybody in the era?
Tom Brady
not act like this era is whack. No, stop, because the era is not whack. We the way people talk about Josh Allen, the Herberts, the Russell Wilsons, the Aaron Rodgers, the Lamar Jacksons, all these players in the NFL that get so much gas. Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, his name after name, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, all these players come out here and put in these big numbers, do all of these things, and there's one guy in the league who's just been better than all of them. Time in,
but this is where
we're not going to say this era. We're not going to say this era is. We're not going to say this era is not as talented as the one before, because it about talent. It's about smart.
Quarterback was smarter.
You literally used this while you're cooked. You literally used the word talent. You said this era not as talented.
You can't say
the era wasn't as talented.
Heads don't matter, and then your argument is that
mentally talented.
He's going up against talent. Like he's what
he says that he said the era
mentally talented.
No, you didn't. You're moving the. Somebody get the tape.
Take it to the same game. That's the first time. Get the same game.
I literally made a list, and I'm looking at this shit, bro. There's so many mid quarterbacks that this nigga Brady done beat in the playoffs.
Okay,
bro,
no.
So
you guys
took Blake Bortles. The nigga beat Taylor Heineken.
But he won 7 times.
So listen, wait. Mid-ass quarterbacks as well.
Hey, check your Super Bowl record. Go check your Super Bowl record. What mid quarterback did he play in the Super Bowl? Don't you dare say Eli Manning.
Nick Foles. Nick Foles.
Eli Manning not mid.
Nick Foles.
Eli's not mid, but Nick Foles.
Thank you.
Nick Foles.
Okay, wait.
Nick Foles the only man you can name.
No.
We can arguably say that was an offensive game shootout. That wasn't nothing to do with him.
Nick Foles outplayed him though.
Facts. But I want to say one thing. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna let y'all cook. No, just one second. I'm gonna let y'all cook. Y'all been cooking. Hoodie been cooking, bro. You already know, man. He going crazy.
Hey, you don't have waves underneath that Scully, man. I hate it.
Don't hate on me. You wearing a turtleneck?
No.
That boy got a turtleneck. That boy got a turtleneck.
Hey.
And just to be clear, Brady, I think, is 7-3 in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl, because he's been to 10 and he's only won 7.
Yeah, lost 3. I just want to clear up a quote that keeps on getting used, man. That's all I want to do right here. So I looked it up. Obviously, the quote that's used regarding Mahomes not being able to read coverage. So Mahomes was on LeBron James' show. Shout out J-Rob for telling me, and he said, and I'm going to read the entire thing. So let me finish with this. He said, I didn't understand how to read defenses until halfway through last year. And he said this on March 6, 2020. So this is his second year as a starter that he was talking about, not like most of his career. So that was a misconception. And then he also said, I understood coverages, but how to be able to pick up little tendencies defenses do, stuff that Brady and them have done. They know it and they just do it. I was just playing. So it's not like he was brain dead out there. Let's just be very clear about that. he was still playing well. He still understood things, but in terms of the nuances, like Brady, you could definitely argue, oh yeah, he didn't have that Brady type of understanding. So one, the majority of his career, he 100% understood coverages. And at the beginning of his career, you could definitely argue that he didn't have the between the ears, like Hellfire says, like a Peyton Manning, like a Tom Brady. But people use that quote a lot to make Patrick Mahomes look like he was an idiot for the first half of his career, which is disgusting. So I just want to clear that up.
Then Riddell, why did 2021 happen when he couldn't recover too? When he got cover two spammed on him because
my argument is that Mahomes it has flaws. Like that's not my argument as to why Brady's better.
Just people keep on using that quote, and that quote is used.
Let's talk.
Brady has flaws. This is why that argument is dead.
Yeah, cooking with that super chat.
You Hellfire and Early.
I mean, when Early come around, you know, the money gonna flow.
No. You are biased too, and this is why. Because if we really want to get nasty, Hellfire, you're such a huge advanced stats guy, and you're such a big stats guy. No. Don't interrupt me when I waited for 5-10 minutes to make this point. Okay, I want this time.
It's my turn.
You look at because you guys want to get nasty. I'll get nasty too. Okay.
He do kind of look like Nick Wright though. A little bit.
Let's take Dan Marino. You could take any quarterback within the top 5. And the funniest thing
like
is
Tom Green.
Dan Marino not top 5.
The Tom Green.
Passer attempt. If you look at adjusted passer rating, the funniest thing is Tom Brady's numbers actually get worse in the playoffs. They don't get better. Isn't that crazy? And out of any quarterback that you want to put top 5, his numbers get worse, and his numbers are actually worse in the playoffs than they are in the regular season. And you guys never talk about that. Because you always want to light up the fourth
Michael's
quarter
cooking
comebacks,
water.
and you
That's
don't
what
want to light up the
Tom Brady cooking.
I don't think Michael cooking. I don't think Michael cooking.
Listen, I ain't done either.
Hey man,
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Hey,
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Yeah. So put that up all you want. But, you know, I'm uncomfortable with myself as a man, so I'm fine with you doing that, man. And this is what I'm saying. You getting cooked because now you got to pull up some picture to make me look bad when I'm cooking you.
Can you finish your argument, bro?
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all cook.
This is the final ether. This is the final ether. Tom Brady, every single
After
year.
this, we got to get to Super Chats, y'all.
And it was in the first 6 years. Straight up had a top 5 elite defense in every single one of those years. So when we sit here and say Tom Brady did it with less talent, you're capping out your
I'm
donkeys.
gonna have
the
to
last 2
dispute
years,
that.
Patrick Mahomes has had less talent.
I ain't gonna lie, Hellfire. Wait, Hellfire. I ain't gonna lie. As much as you want to dispute that, I can't.
True because those.
Wait. As much as you want to dispute that, I can't dispute this money. So hold on.
Those defenses were inconsistent as shit.
Let me
because when you guys talk about the defenses, it's just points.
Hellfire, I love you. I gotta get to this money though. Purple political breakdown. My man, the hoodie spinning. I'm showing love. Talk about shout out to my dog Random. Damn, early really got nasty. Salute to Open Field. Appreciate you, Random. Lonnie, did I miss Hellfire versus Michael? I wanted to see the smoke turn up, y'all, and get the blacks. They've been going at it all show. Tony Grassi, he basically saying he can't be the GOAT because the game changed, which is stupid. Nobody is going to play any position the exact same. The measure of greatness, how your particular game impacts winning. I like that, actually. Is Mahomes' first 6 of his career the greatest 6 years of football from a quarterback all time? Yes. Well,
yes.
7 years, you mean, because not first 6. Brady clears Mahomes in the wise category. That's crazy. Brady clears Mahomes in the ridiculous. Ridiculous. Primo!
I'm with it.
Hold on, Primo. Let me finish this real quick. If Purdy balls in the Super Bowl early, going to be insane. Facts.
I can't hear you.
Better player, Luke Kuechly or JJ Watt? JJ Watt. He won how many? He won what? 2-3 DPOYs? Does Brady beat him Mahomes factor into this debate at all? For me, no. Why do people say this QB?
Brady's the favorite player of all time.
Why do people say this QB beat this QB when both QBs never share the field? It isn't more accurate to say the QBs beat the defense they go up against.
Damn, Superchats going crazy.
Yeah, we get into it. I like it, man.
Drink more water. Cooking.
Yeah, I like it.
I just value pass rushing over run stopping. So I will go JJ Watt just off this whole thing.
We talking about peak for peak, the greatest pass rusher peak for peak of all time.
JJ Watt.
Yeah, JJ was
Yeah, it might be. Over Lawrence Taylor though.
Lawrence Taylor close though. Lawrence Taylor close.
I agree with yeah, when he went back to back.
Lawrence Taylor the only player to win MVP at defense.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie though. Lawrence Taylor became my GOAT. He became my GOAT of football. Blood said he used to smoke an ounce of crack. Cocaine, not coke.
Oh yeah. Lawrence Taylor was different.
He said crack. He used to
Lawrence Taylor had a
Yeah, but that's why he was moving like that, bro. That's why he was moving like that.
That was just to get him up in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Bro won MVP in the running back era. So I got
bro really ended Joe Theismann's career. Like,
man, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
I gotta give him credit.
He had a great game that year to win MVP though.
JJ Watt was crazy.
And Lawrence Taylor's dominance led to Super Bowls.
Can I ask y'all one more thing? I want to bring this topic up. So we got about 14 minutes left, and this is something that Random brought up on the last show in regards to Bill Belichick. Pretty much, he said that one of the reasons why Bill Belichick is not getting jobs now is because pretty much Brady's not there. And he's been exposed. What is your thoughts on that, Dev? You can start this one up. Go ahead, Dev.
I obviously, I'm the Falcons fan, and people thought he was coming down. I disagree with that to an extent because I think the main reason he didn't get a job with the Falcons is because we didn't want the McDaniels, we didn't want the cachet to come. We just wanted Bill. I think Bill is still a great coach. He's still the greatest defensive mind of all time. He can still coach a team. I think teams doesn't want the cachet. They don't want to sacrifice everything. They just want Bill Belichick, and like they don't want Josh McDaniels. They don't want the Matt Patricia's because they've proven to be, or especially the double offensive coordinator thing that he did. I don't think people want that. I think it's too much stability. And not only that, Bill Belichick's older too. He's 71 years old. So it's like, like for example,
can you get with the times?
Even if we would have signed Bill Belichick, we're not gonna win a Super Bowl. Even if we're Bill Belichick, we're not a Super Bowl contending team, in my opinion. So it's like there's not many teams that were needed a coach that are Super Bowl.
Can I ask you a question though, Dev? Do you think Bill can survive in Atlanta?
Oh no.
Yeah. He was just in,
I live in Atlanta, bro. He
was just in Boston.
I want to add to Boston.
You just compare Boston to Atlanta?
He's just in Boston.
I live in Atlanta too. Early, I moved here. I see where you're from. Early.
I want to add at this point, like that's exactly what I was gonna say. I don't think it has anything to do with Bill Belichick's coaching ability on why he's not getting the job, because we still seen him floor raise with the picks and he's had, and we still seen him have great defenses over the years. Patriots still been a solid defense, even without this top tier talent. But I think the cachet he brings with him, the coaching staff, him liking to have decisions over trades and draft picks and all that. I think that era for Bill Belichick is over, and no team is really willing to put up with that. But him in terms of coaching, I still think he's still one of the best coaches, and like Dave just said, one of the best minds.
This is what I think.
You can't deny that.
I think for sure he doesn't get a job this year, but he gets hired next year because all the coaches that people hire there's going to be at least 4 flame outs next year. So somebody's going to take a chance on him. But the reason why he's not going to get a job this year and why nobody's looking at him is it's a combination of things. It's the Tom Brady thing. Like without Tom Brady, you've been trashed. And then you don't know how to develop a QB, and everybody wants a coach that they at least think can develop a QB. And then like he's looked, if we being real, hasn't really looked like a good coach, the past 4 years.
Or
GM.
Yeah.
Or GM. Well, I honestly, I think in the interviews, I think because he would be dumb after what he's a smart guy. He would be dumb to go in there and request to be GM as well as coach. I don't think that's what he's asking for. I really think he just wants to be coach. I also think people think that he's just coaching for the record.
Let me just give some clarity, because this question was based off something that Random said, just so for anybody in the chat who needs clarity, make sure I'm asking this question based off what somebody else said. It was never about his coaching ability. This man is a complete liability as a GM. I've been telling y'all this. Don't make me come up there again. Finish that.
Now come up here again.
I was just saying that like I think it is the coaching ability, and I think that he kind of scared people off with like just the decisions he made, like with his staff. And people honestly think at this point he's just coaching to beat Don Shula's record. And then after that, like he really doesn't care about anything else. And and if that's how people feel, they would be right in their assessment with the way he hasn't made moves saying like, I'm trying to build a championship program. It's been like, it's been moves to get like 8 wins here, 7 wins there. Like, it hasn't really been anything like he hasn't really built the.
I mean, they made the
culture,
playoffs.
He'll get a chance next year. Somebody's gonna take a chance on him just because, like, nostalgia's gonna hit. And they're gonna be like, "Oh, Bill Belichick," like, it's gonna hit.
Let me pick it back off that. The last couple years, the people who won the Super Bowl have been the coaches who are team friendly. That the team, like the Dan Campbell. I'm not winning Super Bowl, but like winning games in general. The Dan Campbells, the Andy Reid's, like that way of that tyrant, that dictator winning at coach. That shit is over with, though. These players.
Mike Vrabel didn't get a job.
You're not telling no 19-year-old who got an Instagram who just came off a $3 million NL deal what to do or how to do it. You're not gonna you cuss Tom Brady. You ain't cussing Caleb Williams. You're not doing that. You're not gonna pick him at one and then cuss him out in front of everybody. You're not doing that. That mindset, that type of coaching, that shit is not going no more, y'all. Like that, like these young niggas is not going for that. They not. They'll cuss, but they'll be threatening Bill Belichick, dog. I'm trying to tell y'all.
No, I agree with everything.
Belichick is never getting a job again. Ever.
There's a chance that happens too because people think he wants that record. Like, there's a chance.
Yeah, I was about to say let the Belichick hater go.
No, he's never getting a job again. He has shown that he can't be trusted to develop young talent, and that's key in this league and being able to be a coach. He showed that he is more prone to sabotaging it than developing it. Mm-hmm. He's never going to get another job.
On offense.
Ever.
Make sure you say that.
Okay,
on offense. Because he still makes great defensive talent. Like,
thank
let's
you.
not discredit
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you, my guy. And this is another point that I'd like to add up here because I'm not going to sit here and defend Bill Belichick. I'm gonna do far from that, right? Because I think the biggest reason why Bill Belichick got to this point happens to every coach. You get outdated after 20, 25 years of straight success, right? The blueprint gets out on you. And at that point, you have to adapt and you have to change your ways. And past that, the way he dealt with Brady was horrible at the end. He was egotistical. J-Rob always brings it up, the egos, right? Belichick thought that Brady was on the decline, when in reality, it was the bad decisions that he made in GMing from probably 2015 all the way down to 2018, 19 on the offensive side. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to discredit Bill Belichick in the all-time coach rankings by using this. And this is why I say that, because every coach has his day where his time is removed. And not only that, Belichick has some of the most savvy GM moves when we're talking about like 01 all the way down to 06 that any coach has ever made. You're talking about a guy who cut his starting strong safety. I forgot his name. I talked about
Malloy.
Hellfire. Malloy.
Malloy.
He started at the captain, which looked like a horrible move, but he replaced him with Rodney Harrison. And in turn, it made the team a lot more balanced, which really did help them win. So to me, like, yes, he is not far from perfect. But the stuff that he did early in his career, the first 10 to 15 years, that stuff is it's undeniable. And he still drafted guys like Gronk. He always had a good old line around Brady, even in the mid-tier days.
Well, that was Dante Scarnecchia. Once he lost Dante Scarnecchia, the whole line
with me right now, when I look at Atlanta, there's a ton of pieces that I think, especially
this
when
nigga early got to stop.
Like I look up at the draft. Oh my god! But I think, and I don't trust Belichick to draft the right pieces. I honestly don't, because I feel like that's the thing that scares me. Because at this point with Atlanta, since you fired Arthur Smith, y'all need a lot of pieces, and in this draft, if I'm trusting Bill Belichick to draft the pieces necessary to rebuild this Falcons team, Belichick's not going to do it. And it's not, and I'm not trying to say anything that I don't trust Belichick's ability as a coach. It's just right now, I don't think he's the best fit that Atlanta needs to be able to start progressing and building forward. Because
I agree,
they need a lot more that I think a lot of people understand, and I think
they really
Belichick is
just need
not
a
the guy.
quarterback.
No, they
Bill
need
Belichick could go
We
be
need
a
more. We need
DC
a
somewhere.
quarterback, a pass
They need a
rusher,
quarterback or
and
a
a
pass rusher.
receiver.
They need a cornerback, and they need a receiver.
Yeah,
In my
They need-
opinion, the only thing stopping them from being like the Lions and taking a big leap like the Lions did is a quarterback. Like,
Yeah, I agree with Stack. I'm not
the
gonna
quarterback
lie.
will help, but we also need a pass rusher. Our pass rusher
Dave,
been
I know you watch
god
that
awful for the
Falcons
last
team.
couple
That
years.
Falcons team is nice, bro. On defense, they got pieces in that secondary with AJ Terrell, JC Bates.
yeah,
They just
We
the
already know their
quarterback.
offense.
Hey, JC Bates is a top 3 tight end. Free safety this year.
We know their offensive weapons with B. John, one of them ones. Kyle Pitts is one of them ones. Drake
You
London.
don't like
is a
Desmond
really
Riddler?
underrated
You don't
receiver.
like Desmond Riddler?
They
I
just
don't
gotta
like
get
Desmond
a
Ritter. I think he was
Y'all don't like
He's a
Desmond
good
Riddler?
guy. And he's a good human being. He's a great human being. Great
He's
guy.
trash.
Stand
He's
up,
overhyped.
man.
He was
They picked him
overhyped.
over Purdy.
So-
They picked him over
No, so
Purdy.
I think the
Hey,
After
so
that
did 31
Alabama
other
game.
teams. So did 31 other teams, including the 49ers. So technically 32.
So
Makes
as good as
Desmond
points
Ritter
as-
from the
that
city.
you-
I wanted to believe in him, but he's terrible.
as good as
Where you from,
That's
Stat?
terrible, bro. Louisville.
so as
Where
good
you
as
from,
those
Stat?
points were, the
Louisville.
only thing I have to add
Louisville.
the only concern with getting Bill Belichick as head coach is the fact that you in this league you need offense and you need camaraderie at the quarterback position, and the stuff that Belichick did post Brady really hinders that ability to trust him. Because as good as that defense could be, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. Stop, bro. You're getting me off course.
Yeah, you look like hella dudes, bro. It's crazy.
Hey,
I just think it's crazy.
Dude,
Man.
wait,
So
what?
many, oh, is it the same dude?
Dude, I think a lot of people just think I look like every white guy with a round head, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, okay, early, please, bro, please.
Focus,
Alright.
Mike, focus.
Wrap it up, Mike. We got 3 minutes, bro. Wrap it
That's
up.
I mean, I'm out. That's the concern. It's just what you get on the offensive side. It's not the defense.
All right, fellas. Well, I already know this debate. Shout out to my guy Riddell. I'm gonna take one of his, man. This debate gonna feed families, man. This debate is really gonna get alive and well. Just wait till he wins his Super Bowl. The moment he wins the Super Bowl, we run it.
So, in all honesty, though, J. Rod, what do you say? If you had to
bro.
come on here the day after the Super Bowl and he loses to Brock Purdy, what do you say to me? How do
I'm
you look
not
me in
even
the
coming on
eyes?
here. I'm not even coming on here.
Yeah, no, I'm
How do you look me in the eyes?
He's still gonna have a GOAT debate. He's not gonna. It ain't like he's gonna be disqualified from GOAT debate. Tom Brady lost to Nick Foles.
What if it's a shootout though? What if it's a Nick Foles, Tom Brady shootout, and Purdy outplay him?
Nick Foles outplayed him. Nick Foles outplayed Brady. Threw for 300.
I just don't think it's fair.
In the
bro,
best
'cause Brady had to win
got
6
outplayed
Super
by
Bowls
Nick
for
Foles.
him to be the GOAT.
Hold on. All right, chat. We appreciate y'all for coming to open field. We will see y'all on Thursday. Ooh, Stat, Deb,
presentation.
We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all again, Bama. You already know the vibes. Chat, we appreciate y'all. Y'all later.